So, home with the hardest, let me zoom on in. You've been trapped in this house for as long as you can remember, with only your name as a sign of your forgotten past. You can't leave, for the doors never open, and the windows never break. And you said you were completely alone. You have said you were completely alone. If you weren't certain that someone else had been coming and going when you couldn't see. Somehow, you always have food, always have clean clothes. You want for nothing, except to leave. Yo, this is some, like, yandere, like, shit here. Like, did a yandere kidnap me or something? Because this is, like, a yandere kind of scenario. Then one day, the front door opens, and in come 3 strangers in stranger clothing. Okay, so definitely not a yandere type situation, because a yandere would not allow me to be in any close proximity of anyone else but them. No comment. Okay. Now you're all trapped here together, except whoever trapped you here isn't as friendly as your newfound friends as it has been to you. Okay, it's so totally a yandere situation. Oh my god, but so did they just come here by happenstance? They must have. They must have just come across the house through happenstance, hence why the entity, I'm going to call them the entity, it's because what else am I going to call them, is so hostile towards them. Do you side with your friends? Okay, that's a strong word to describe 3 complete strangers. I would have called them friends, man. But I guess when you've been alone for so long, you call anybody you meet a friend. Anybody with a friendly face, yeah? Exploring the parts of the house you never dared to before and hope you can find a way to escape. Or do you side with your captor, the one who may end up being closer than you realized, protecting you from the rest of the world? Who will survive to the end with you? Oh, fuck. Okay, you caught me. So this is a choice-based survival horror game. Customizable unseen name and pronouns. Default is Doe. Like Jane Doe, John Doe. I see what you're playing at. I have some working brain cells in here. They were not working last night when I got to the final October game. I was talking to the developer. Bless them. And I was like, I told them after the stream, I was thinking to myself, man, this developer's gonna watch the stream and think I'm dumb, and they're gonna be right. But thankfully we have some working brain cells, so, because it is like 2 o'clock, so, instead of like 11, 12, 1 in the morning. Your relationships and choices determine the story and the fate of the characters. Okay, why you gotta put that on my conscience? I don't want to be thinking about that. There's an original soundtrack. The full game will have 2 main endings, each with 3 variations. I'm assuming those are for the different love interests. So if you escape, or if you escape, or if you stay. Glass, so feel free to not answer any of these questions. I'm just theorizing. I tend to theorize as I play these games because I'm like, okay, if I was a writer, how would I do this? What would make the most sense? Yes, you can romance the redacted. I swear to God. What is the redacted? Okay, we have Felix. I just love hearing this. I love making up theories. Mia? I'm assuming that's Mia. Oh God, we're gonna listen to the most monotone man on earth. Or it's Maya. It's Maya? Play the fucking video. Maya, okay. Alright. Yep, Maya, okay. Good. I was gonna say, I really don't want to hear that monotone voice like, today, we are going to be learning how to pronounce this name. This name originated in Greece. Like, you know? Ooh. I just noticed. Maya hates large bodies of water. I played Rotten Paradise yesterday. Excellent game. I love its message and themes. And it dealt with large bodies of water because you were at an island resort. So, and Yeah, that brought me back, and I am just saying, the fact that you brought that up makes me assume that if she were to die, she might drown. For you, I'm not so sure because you don't have like a dislike that is like horror specific. And then Poseidon. Oh, my love. Violence being left behind, ghosts and mushy peas. So they're going to die via mushy peas. They're going to be force-fed mushy peas. I'm glad they like the ocean. What would happen to Poseidon? I feel like Poseidon would be like completely isolated and die alone somehow. No way, like without anybody knowing. How did you guess? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what gave it away. And then we have the entity, the unknown, the captor. He likes me, was born on Halloween, but dislikes everyone else. Interesting. Born on Halloween makes me think this is indeed an entity of some kind. A demonic entity? Perhaps. Because that's when the ghosts, the ghouls, the goblins are supposed to come out on Halloween. Interesting. Okay. Alright. I see the game you're playing at, Glass. And I like it. Alright, let us get to the game. New game. Alright. You must remember who you are, who you were. You can't put your finger on why, but it's important. Your name is... How do you spell this name? Hold on. I'm not asking how to spell my name. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get my phone. I want to come up with a very unique name that I know no one else is gonna ever use. Hey, as much as I love using my name, I would not be caught dead in this situation. Would not be caught dead in this situation. So we're not going to use my name here. We're going to use a different name. I feel like a name that's befitting of the situation. Okay, let's see how many characters we can use here. Oh, no! Fuck! You couldn't let me get the last letter? Oh, shit! So Bartholomew's not up for the picking here. What's another one? Fuck, there goes that. Goofy names like... Whose name's a kid Bartholomew? That dude was set up for disaster. Let's see. You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna go my name. We're gonna go my name, make this personal. If Bartholomew ain't working, I can't come up with another one. Otherwise, I'm gonna name him Uwu, and that's not really cute. And my pronouns are... I only have one set of pronouns. What are your pronouns? She, her. I do like that you ask for, like, what are the different pronouns that people use. That's very nice. I have not actually thought of that for my game. I should definitely add that in once. If I ever do another game where I have a player character and I use pronouns, like, throughout the game, I should definitely consider, hey, maybe multiple sets you can select here. Or input your own. Because I know they, them, she, her, and he, him are not... are just some of the pronouns people use, and it doesn't define everybody. Alright. Ah, that was it. Welcome home, Christy. Fucking bitch. Okay. Demon. Demon. Okay, well, yeah, that confirms it, guys. The smell of smoke never leaves you. The acrid scent that burns your nostrils, stings your throat, has charred your memories to the point you can even identify it in your sleep. Fubo, welcome. Thank you for visiting the stream, even though you're at work. Appreciate it, buddy. The protagonist thing was one of Fennec's tools, super helpful. Got you. I should definitely use more of their tools. I use their layered image visualizer during Nano because listen, when you are in the thick of it the last few days of a jam, you're like, I don't want to constantly be going through these various character sprite folders just to see what I name these things. So just seeing it visually is a lot better. It's like, oh, there you go, and then I can just copy the code and paste it there, paste that line of code, and I'm all set to go. Your eyes snap open, but you can barely see through the gray haze filling your room. A panic settles in your stomach, weighing you down so that you can only listen to the slow steps making their way down the corridor and watch as a shadow creeps along the threshold. You can finally build up the courage to scramble out of bed, the floor warm beneath your bare feet, a contrast to the chills that grip you. Christy, are you in there? I wish I wasn't, babe. A couple of frantic knocks accompany the caring, worried voice. Christy, please let me in. The house is on fire. You have to come with me. The only problem was, you lived alone. Everything goes quiet and you curse your heart for pouting so loudly. If you are scared, the person on the other side may hear it. It's already taking everything you have to hold back the vicious coughs that are desperate to escape as more and more smoke invades your lungs. Damn, I really want to fucking die, don't I?
Christy, why won't you answer me?
Fucking, I think that's a fitting voice. The door shakes on its hinges, plumes of smoke billow out in rage, and sparks of fire lick the edges of the doorframe, setting light to anything close enough for it to reach.
Let me in!
I'm good. I'm so good. I don't let demons into my house.
Let me in! Let me in!
Okay, I'm not saying all that. I'm gonna kill my voice. I'm gonna kill my throat. My vocal cords will no longer exist. I'm so good. But yeah, let me in. Wait 1 second, I'm coming? Who the fuck is saying that? Most certainly not me. Most certainly not fucking me. What the fuck? Don't even give me that option. That one can go away for all I care. Leave me alone, stay silent. Who are you? What do you want from me? Can I just, like, stay dead? Stay silent. The voice trails off, and all that remains is the faint crackling of the fire as it consumes more of the room around you. You daren't even breathe, wanting to believe that you could somehow convince whoever was on the other side that there was nobody here, and that maybe they'd give up. A pause. A moment where you think it worked. Oh, Jesus Christ. The door violently rattles, the doorknob trembling from the force of their shaking. Your teeth vibrate with each pound of their fist. Oh my God. Just go. Please, just leave. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is what we get. This is what we get for probably making a deal with the devil. The door splinters and cracks as it heaves inwards, threatening to break apart with each protesting groan. You have no idea how it stands.
Did you think you could forget me? What you did to me?
What I did to you? Go, what did you do to me? How long have I been in here? I apparently have been tally marking. And I've been here for years.
You made me like this. It's all your fault.
What do you mean? Oh, you will never be able to wash the blood off your wash the blood on your hands. So the entity that's keeping me here. Okay, so I did something to them. I can't. Maybe I do deserve this. You these choices. No, I didn't do anything to you. Leave me alone. I'm so sorry. I wish I could take it back. Okay. You know what? I said I do. You know what? I do believe in karma, but it goes both ways. That motherfucker probably deserved whatever it did to him. And these are the consequences I'm getting for fucking them over. I'm just saying. Karma goes both ways, baby. Every action has its consequences. That's what Hamilton taught me. All right. You know what? It's my fault. I'm sure it is, but you know what? I do it again, motherfucker. I don't care. I don't care if I'm gonna burn alive in this house. I'm happy with what I did in the past. I'm happy. I don't care that if I become a crisp because of my actions. That's fine. As long as you suffer, I'm okay. Because you know what I am? I'm a fucking hater. I'm a fucking absolute hater. You laugh, cold and callous. You can't remember what they claimed you have done, but in your anger towards them, you can't help but feel it must have been justified. It had to be justified. The door stills. One final punch to the frame. Then the sound of steps echo down the hall, slowly getting quieter and quieter until they disappear. Disappear completely. I know at the very beginning of the game. But I really love how the setup, I love the pacing, I love the writing here. Really adds a lot of good tension here. Like I say tension, like, oh, I don't know if this guy's gonna come back. I don't know if he's gonna even break in. But also, obviously, the visceral tension between MC and whoever this person is. Like, and then how it can easily be switched off depending on your choices and depending on how he's acting in that moment. Because he's like, Christy, are you in here? Oh, baby, are you in here? The house is on fire. And then when I didn't respond, I didn't do what they asked. Where are you? Respond. Like the fucking demon that they are. I love it. I love the setup here. I love how you're already setting up the relationship between these two. Very volatile, very much of a back and forth, kind of hot and cold all the time. You choke on your breath. Should you dare to believe that they are truly gone? Was that all it took to send them on their way? I'm loving the voices you're doing. Oh, thank you. Gosh. I'm not a voice actor. Can you tell? Tentatively, girl, again, this ain't me. This is a Christy 3.0. Because 2.0 certainly wouldn't be doing this. 2.5 wouldn't be doing this. But Christy 3.0 has lost enough brain cells to where her brain is just mush. And would actually step towards a door where on the other side, danger had just left it. I would not be going towards that door for another few hours. I'll be waiting it out. I'll be playing the waiting game. No. Hell fucking no. And also, there's like a fire on the other side. There's like, yeah, holy shit. Don't know if we want to be doing that. Tentatively, you make a step towards the door, trying to ignore the way your head spins. Every inch closer you get takes all your courage, and even that only takes you to an arm's distance away. Move back from the fucking door. I'm not about to get jump scared. Like, I'm not dying. You know what? No, you weren't going to risk getting too close. You fall back into the room, putting as much distance between yourself and the door as you can. I am so happy that I listened to my instincts. I have good survival instincts. The door bursts, splintering in half, ripping it from its shell. See, that would have been me. That would have been me if I got close to that door. And I feel like this kind of demon takes great pleasure in ripping people in half. Especially me, bending me all kinds of ways, probably what he wants to do. No matter if it's pleasurable or not. Just saying. The wall of gray explodes into the room, swallowing your view and claiming your every haggard breath. A silhouette emerges in the fog, its shadowy tendrils reaching out for you, and its glowing eyes shaking in laughter. You stumble back, pain tearing through your leg as you're punctured by something you can't see for the smoke, though you can barely feel it as all your attention is held solely by the shadowy figure. Please. Leave.
You'll never escape me. Me.
Oh, shit. Fuck. How many days have been? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140. I've been here for at least like over a year. You jolt upright, desperately gulping for air. Your eyes frantically dart around the room in search of the danger that has your heart pounding against your chest and your ears ringing from adrenaline. All that you find is the all too familiar bedroom, except now it is smoke-free and there is no sign of a shadow that lurks at the door. It's completely still, with only your panicked breaths disturbing the silence. You're safe. In quotations. I would put quotations around that. I don't know if I'm truly safe, because I feel like I'm always on pins and needles in here. It was just a nightmare. Slowly, you begin to calm down, and the heavy dread rolls off your shoulders, leaving only a lingering unease in its wake. You clamber out of bed, seeking relief in the cool water that you splash on your face. You'd had this nightmare for as long as you could remember. It was never perfectly the same, but no matter what you did differently, it always concluded in a similar manner.
You'll never escape me.
If only you knew the owner of the voice, the identity of the ghost of your subconscious, then perhaps the fear you feel deep in your bones would not be so great. Ow! Your leg suddenly screams in pain, pulling you back to reality in the harshest of ways. You rush to light the candles on the walls, holding one to your injury to get a better look. The shadows cast by candlelight probably make it look so much worse than it actually is, right? The skin around your leg is tender, blistering as if burnt, and blood stains linger from recently inflicted punctured marks. It was a wound that logically has no reason to be there. Not in reality, anyway. No, not today. Not today, Satan. Get it together. You shake your head, splashing your face once more for good measure. It was just a dream. Nothing more, nothing less. To believe otherwise would be nothing short of madness. Well, better believe, girl. Normalcy. That's what you need right now. You have a routine that you follow daily, or perhaps is more like a checklist. The order of completion never matters, and in fact, you often like to mix it up. But if you miss one step, then you feel restless until the end of the day. Right now, it will serve well in grounding you. Choose an outfit to wear. Imagine I just go make breakfast butt-ass naked. And then the three strangers come in. It's like, oh, hey, whoa, we're getting a show here. What the hell? We at a nudist place or something? You swing open both of the wardrobe doors to find several freshly prepared outfits waiting. You check each garment twice. All are cleaned, pressed, and still in plastic coverings. All brand new, never worn before. You pull out a small diary from the wardrobe drawer, and then you document descriptions of each outfit, carefully capturing every detail for future reference. It's only after checking your new entries against the old do you finally allow yourself to choose an outfit. As always, the range in its embellishments, materials, and styles, no two the same. You pick the first that catches your eye, the one that you like the look and feel of the best. After all, only you will be the one to see it. Oh. Interesting. Yo, Morgan, what's up? Welcome. You missed quite the tense intro scene. TLDR, Morgan, for you. We have been captured. We were actually pre-established captive of this place. We've been here for an incredibly long time, as you can tell by the tally marks on the walls. And we don't know who our captor is. It is presumably an entity, a demonic entity. Judging by the look of this room and how they were acting and the fact that they just broke a fucking door in half with pure strength alone. Yeah, probably a demon. Most definitely a demon. But so even though we can't see, it's not John Cena. It's not John Cena, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on how you feel about that man. He has done some questionable things. Check the windows. We're gonna look out through the Cult of the Lamb window here. The bedroom window is blanketed in thick fog to the point that you can't tell if it is night or day. BRB off to write the game. Is John Cena the demon? Is John Cena the entity? Oh my gosh, that would make so much sense. Still, you go to check the view anyway, staring into the nothingness in the hopes that something might change. The only thing you can see now he is like, I mean, it makes sense. John Cena is very, very much a tight, like a man who sticks to his schedule. He likes his things to be very neat, in order, and if anything disrupts it, like, you know, people, and they then he gets a little feisty, should I say? Looks up from writing John Cena's theme. Wait, are we writing the game? Yo, October. Yo, is that October? Yo, welcome, October. My gosh, you're everywhere, aren't you? My God. Yeah, we're writing the game completely to have my my headcanon. It's gonna be great, okay? It's gonna be great. Trust me. Just trust me. My gosh. How are you, October? I hope you're doing well. So instead, you try the latch. You tug once, twice, thrice for good measure. It doesn't budge, though, whether that's by design or if it's stuck or locked, you've never been able to tell. I could see the review's great game, but needs more wrestling. Basic. I have a wrestling game coming out. It's on hold right now, but I'm working on it. If you need music, I know just the man. The my composer. Y'all can collab and learn the ways. I'm just saying. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy you could be here, October. My gosh. But I love though that the VN community is so small that I'm starting to just like know people, and like I know not only do I know people, but I also am like on the amount of projects I'm on with people that like just by happenstance. It's like, oh my God, you're here! Oh my God, wow, that's so crazy. Like me and October are working on a Monstrous Desires game. I'm doing the writing. She's doing the music. And now you worked on this, and it's like there's so much overlap, so many connections. Like, oh my God, how small is this community where everyone I know has worked on like a ton of games that I've played, and I'm not even aware of it until like I play the game. Like, holy shit. Or I see it on Twitter. My God. You repeat the ritual in the bathroom. The ritual in the attic. Oh, why do I gotta do a ritual? Now all you manage to do is get your hands covered in dust. How nice it would be to let some fresh air in. Unfortunately, that still remains just a daydream. There's only one door in this house, which makes the task of checking it quite an easy one in the grand scheme of things. Though it's nearly always the task you put the most effort into. Turn the handle. You're met with complete resistance as you push down the handle with all your weight. Though you can keep trying until your hand is red raw, it won't budge. Yeah, the ritual check in the window. I was just saying ritual. I think I got so caught up and talking about like people in the community that I'm like, what happened? I just like immediately assumed demonic ritual and not just checking. You won't even get it won't even give you a pity rattle. Kick the door. You muster up all the strength you have and kick the door with full force. Well done! You've hurt your foot. Though, what's one more injury to the list? Throw something heavy at the door? The heaviest thing in the room that you're able to lift as a single person is the large armchair. I'm strong enough to lift up an armchair? Holy shit, I'm kind of... You know what? That's better than I would actually be able to do in real life, I feel like. I never put it to the test. I never tested my strength like that before. But, I definitely would not be able to hold it above my head. I'll probably be like, here, chuck it like that, not, you know? I'm not no fucking wrestler. I'm not no bodybuilder. So you hoist it up. Oh my God. Making it look effortless regarding the amount of strain you feel, and with all the momentum you can manage, you launch it straight at the door, just to watch it bounce off and clatter to the floor. I'm so sorry, chair. Oh, poor chair, Kun. Can we romance the chair? Is it possible? Or can we have like a platonic relationship with the chair? First John Cena, now we give him the chair. Did we make a wrestling game? Yeah, no, you actually made a wrestling game. That's like that. This is as close as we're going to get to a WWE match as we can. By God! Hold on. Just throw it. By God, that chair had a family! By God! Kristen coming in with the armchair. My God, didn't do anything. It only hurt the chair. This is just my secret ulterior motive all along. Excellent. Honestly, I'm here for it. Hell fucking yeah. You gently dust it off, patting the top of its ornate furnishings as you return it to its rightful place in front of the fire. As God is my witness, he is broken in half. I said it was a horror game. Secretly, I've been making a wrestling game. Wow. Instant 10 out of 10 game. Instant 10 out of 10 game. It's a good thing it hasn't broken after all this time. It's a comfy chair. But too bad you're just abusing it every day by constantly throwing it at the fucking door. I bet the chair doesn't like that, huh? It's an odd idea, but who knows? It could work. You knock 3 times on the door. Sharp raps that you hope someone somewhere could hear. Who's there? The way your laugh echo. I'm fucking losing it. Oh no. The way I'm making knock jokes to myself. That's so sad. The way your laugh echoes sounds like a whole crowd thought you as hilarious as you did. Unfortunately, nobody responds to either your knocking or your jokes. Everyone's a critic. Give up. Well, I can safely say the door is in fact locked. And let's make breakfast now. Damn, why is the sink so low? Oh my gosh. I gotta bend. Actually, that sink is to my height. That sink is to my level. I respect this. I will give the demon some props here. He made a sink that's to my height. This is very much a Christie household. If you're going to kidnap me, put me here. Hold me captive here. I would at least enjoy my time a little bit here. Your stomach growls, promptly sending you to the kitchen, diner. A large room filled out for several people, despite only being a home to one. Yeah, I've never seen kitchen diner before. The kitchen sparkles as if it has only just been cleaned, and you can't help but feel a small pinch of guilt that you are about to ruin it. The pantry greets you with fully stocked shelves, all your favorites laid out. Okay, so I'm just good. I mean, he's got my favorites. He's got the Utz Red Hot chips there. Y'all like how I just pulled that out of there? Probably has some Dr. Pepper stashed somewhere. Listen, if I have some Dr. Pepper and like obviously some water, because I'm gonna need some water, else I will die. We're good. We're set. We're set. But y'all like how I just pulled it out like that? I just came back from the store right before the stream, hence why the stream was a few minutes late. And I got some chips. Yeah, I've actually never tried these, but I do like spicy things, so I'm hoping, actually. I'm hoping they're good. Ooh, they smell good. Ooh, they got a lot of spice on them. Ooh, this one, okay, what is this? Bitch, where? Now this is what I'm fucking talking about. If you're gonna threaten me with spice at a good time, you better put it all over the chip. Okay, well, there's a little paleness there, but it's fine. I like it. Tingles along your tongue. The pantry greets you with fully stocked shelves, all your favorites laid out for you on display. Anytime you think you may be missing something, you conveniently find it hidden behind something else. With so much food, the world is your oyster. You can make anything your heart desired. I had a cashier to borrow, in a local mall tell me something was very spicy today. I was like, honey, you're in Ohio. No, it's not. You're in Ohio. Yeah, no. You're not gonna get anything remotely spicy in Ohio. Probably the worst thing the spiciest thing you're gonna have is like probably ketchup. Ketchup, or I will if I want to give them some like, you know, benefit of the doubt of their spice tolerance, Frank's Red Hot. I think we'll make something simple. Something low effort but tasty seems to be the best option, and your stomach thanks you for your choice. You grab a couple key items from the pantry and get started. Hello, Astro. Oh, the ad. We have an ad, and I was gonna say hello to you in chat, but hello, Astro. Welcome. You grab a couple of key items to the pantry and get started, minimizing the amount of dishes you use where you can, so you don't disturb the tidiness too much. You're stuck in an ad. Yeah, but hell yeah, spooky. We love spooky games here. We love. It's October. We gotta play the scary games. Silent Hill 2. I haven't heard of her. We play scary visual novels here. We play good scary visual novels here. Also, oh my god, why did I not get? Thank you for the raid, by the way. Thank you for the raid, by the way. I don't know why it didn't tell me you raided. Like, I didn't get a notification. I didn't see that. Oh my god, thank you for the raid. Very much. Thank you. I should probably consider putting that notification back on. Or that alert, I should say. So we whip up a meal that's simple but nothing to be scoffed at. Breakfast is served. See, I thought my kind of breakfast is some corned beef hash, like an omelet. An omelet and maybe like some bacon or some kind of like protein, some kind of meat. I gotta have it on the plate. If it's spicy sausage, I'll have it. Breakfast sausage, I'm fine with it, but I don't know. There's like, I don't know. Sometimes when I have like breakfast sausages from like certain places, sometimes it has like a weird taste, weird aftertaste to it. I'm like, I don't know about this. But other times I'm like, you know what? Sausage isn't actually that bad. I think it's just the people who cook it. They don't know how to cook fucking sausage or something. Why, thank you. It looks delicioso. Compliment to the chef. Oh, why, thank you, me. Oh, my God. I'm so glad to be able to serve you such a nice meal. I am so fucking lonely in this place. My God, I'm having conversations with myself. it's a dinner party for one. The standard party game. Counting the kitchen tiles, the music, you're humming of an old tune. Yo, I am so sad and depressed here. I'm counting the kitchen fucking tiles. Bro. What the fuck? Yo, this guy couldn't bother to give me some video games? He gives me everything I want, but not video games? Dude, I don't even have to connect online. Just give me something to pass time with. Give me video games. Just give me the video games and give me every release that I would want. My God, you know me to a T, so you gotta know what I like in terms of video games. And while you at it, give me a Kindle. If you want me to love you, if you want me to develop Stockholm syndrome for you, you gotta get me these things. You gotta get me these things. I don't know, man. I'll be the worst person to kidnap because I'll just be demanding shit. And they'll get so sick of me they'll let me go because they're like, I can't fucking hear you yap anymore. Shut up. It passes quickly. You unceremoniously dump all your dishes on the countertop and not bothering to clean the mess you leave behind. Mysterious captor, can I please have the new Zelda game message? Can I please have the new, yes, please. Can I have the new Zelda game? Zelda's finally the protagonist in like how many years? The last time she was the protagonist, it was in a CDI game, and God, those were horrendous. I want to forget about those. My God, those don't count. We pretend those don't exist. I heard it's such a good game. I may end up getting it, but here's the thing. I still need to beat Tears of the Kingdom. I was so hyped for that game. I got a day of release, played it for a couple of days, and then I stopped playing. No memories. That's what I just do with my games. And I stopped playing my Switch for a while. So awful. I'm so awful. But then I have the Famicom Detective games. I have all three now. My friend got me the third game, Emio the Smiling Man, for my as a late birthday gift like a couple of days ago. So shout out to Sages for that. I got those. I got the first two games like I think last year or something when around the same time they actually released here in the States. And when I went to Seattle for PAX West, I played the games. I played the Missing Heir, which is the first game. I played that on my way, which is the first game they recommend you play, but not the first game in the timeline. Yeah. I started playing that. I believe I'm about at the halfway point. It's a very good game. Very good game. But it's one of those. It definitely shows its age because it's one of those games, one of those adventure games where you have to click the same dialogue option multiple times to get it for the character to reveal more, and then you get the answer, then you can proceed forward, which is very arcade. Which is, I mean, I don't mind it necessarily, but it definitely does show the game's age, and that it's like, okay, this is definitely a remake of an old game. I don't know if Emio the Smiling Man improves upon that at any point, or at all, but we'll see. We'll see when I get to it in like 10 years. There is something oddly comforting about the routine. The consistency of it gives you force, a purpose, and a means of keeping productive. Echoes of Wisdom, I love it so much. I heard it's like so fucking good. My friend was talking to me about it. My friend Trev, he finished it. And he was talking about making smoothies. Can you make smoothies in that game? Would I work at Erewhon? My gosh, I thank you. I appreciate that, Asher. I hope to get there at some point. I just take forever with games. I don't know why. Like the game that I know, like the only game that I can remember to date that or the few games that I can remember to date that I've completed like relatively fast, but still put like a good amount of time in. So it's like it wasn't like I was speedrunning through them or anything. I was genuinely enjoying my time with them and like doing like side stuff. So was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I put over 100 hours to that game, and I think I completed the week it came out because I could not trust the internet not to spoil that fucking game. And Forward to a Shibuya Scramble, I loved that game so much. I dug its story that I was like, I have to keep playing this. I have to. It was like crack. It hit like crack. Hold on. Anyways, I have my Dr. Pepper. Let's get going. Though there is one thing you've yet to complete. Your fingertips brushed against the walls with old wallpaper that never changed. Oh, we're gonna put another tally. That changes nor fades, etched with marks to prove your existence. You search for a set of marks that only has 4 lines and pull out a small dagger from its strap on your leg. Into the wall, you cut a long diagonal line and just bleeding from the stone beneath. Another full set managed to survive another day. You take a step back, staring at your handiwork with mixed feelings. You mark a mark for each of the all too similar days that run into each other if you don't keep track of them. Some days it feels like the tallies on the walls are the only proof you have that time is passing at all. In this seemingly perfect house, with its endless supply of fresh food and new clothes, plates that never stay dirty and rooms that are always immaculate the next day, and a body that hasn't aged a single day in all these years. How long have I fucking been here? What do you mean by years? What do you mean by years? So you mean to tell me I've been here for years and this motherfucker couldn't get me a Nintendo Switch? A PlayStation 5? Oh, hell no. I'm getting out of here once I get the chance to. Fuck that. Fuck that. They'll get right on that. And now in the full game for the captors ending, he's gonna give you a Nintendo Switch. Whoever the artist is for this game, because I didn't look at the rules. Who's the artist? You spelled writing wrong. Glass, I'm gonna commission you to draw a cute chibi sketch of me getting a Nintendo Switch from the entity. Thank you. You'll receive payment shortly after the stream. Okay, yeah, you'll receive payment. We'll talk. How you think that there couldn't be anything else that you could possibly wish for. Yet, with the viewless windows and the door that never budges, not bulges. Oh my god. I hope the door doesn't bulge. I don't want to bulge on the door. Oh god. There is one thing you've never been able to grasp. Freedom. Yeah. The soft covers embrace you as you fall back to count the tallies on the ceiling. You are always still a little impressed by those ones. Life before the house is a blur. When you awoke from the nightmare the very first time, the only thing you could remember was your name. Over time, other bits and pieces had come back to you, like your age and your hobbies. And nothing that told you how you got here, or more importantly, why you were here. You'd spent years waiting for an answer for whoever had brought you here to emerge and reveal their master plan, to give you a reason why you existed in this gilded prison. So that perhaps your life had some meaning. Okay. Wow. It was okay though, you loved it here. A part of you didn't want to leave. The audience says that's a lie. The lie detector. Says that's a lie. Not the audience, but also the audience can also say it's a lie. You found ways to be happier, but you would still like to leave. That does seem to be kind of like, at least it used to be true. At first it was difficult, but now you've come to terms with your situation? No. Clearly not. That nightmare said, no. I want to die. Either I will die or I will get out of here. I will be the one to end my life. Not you. Because apparently he doesn't, I just can't age, so maybe I just live forever. But I will find a way. I will find a way. Alright? If you could leave, you would. But over time has come acceptance. In truth, you're too scared of your captor to think of wanting to leave. you hate to hear, you've not once given up trying to escape. That is so true. I mean, we're always doing our routine. It seems like at least we're trying. There's like there's still like an ounce of hope. There's still some will to like escape. We haven't completely given up. So that one's like probably that probably is like the most true for me at least. There hadn't been a day in which you hadn't searched for a way out. You ripped down wallpaper and overturned all the furniture searching for a hidden door. You'd even started ripping up floorboards in the hopes you could find a tunnel. It had been a fruitless endeavor so far, what with the house almost completely resetting every night. But your motivation had never waned once. In fact, it grows stronger the longer you are caged here. No matter how generous your captor is right now, that they are sick and twisted. They are, incredibly so. They are always playing with you, mocking you for not being able to find the way out whilst they seem to sneak in without a trace. One day, you would leave on your own. It'd be easy if I had help. 2 heads are better than 1, but 2 sets of fists are even better than that. I love how you fucking think, MC. Oh my god. It's like, I'm gonna show you these 2 fists. Kick and ass. Meet them. Boom, boom! It wasn't the first time you'd wished for company. You'd long since started talking to yourself just to have someone to speak to. Even if your jokes had grown a little stagnant after hearing them tens of times. There had been times where you imagined hearing others reply. Oh no. Oh no. You'd make up personas for them. Quirky personalities and exciting lives on the outside. They were always fleeting strangers who'd visit to keep you company for as long as they'd held you in chest. Some were even so vivid you could hear their voices. Incoherent mumbling? Just like that? You bolt upright. No, not just like that. Never had your delusions been so indistinguishable or so randomly summoned on a whim. So if it wasn't you, then could it be?
Happy Halloween, my calaveritas! Who is feeling spooky tonight?
Calaveritas! Hello! Hold up.
Guys, you were meant to join in and say that you're feeling spooky.
Over your dead body.
Dead body? Where? Shout it out in chat.
Oh, if only we were so lucky. Don't worry though, my fellow horror lovers. There's still hope to find one tonight because you'll never guess where we are on the most hallowed of eves. I'll give you a second. Go on, shout out in chat.
Drum roll, please, for the grand reveal.
My friends and I are here to explore a real-life haunted house. Ooh!
I still think this is a bad idea.
When has he ever had a good one?
Damn, Maya. My heart, it breaks. I perish. Ugh. Don't worry though, even though I'm heartbroken, I'll haunt you both forever.
Please don't.
An odd exchange unfolds before you as you listen to at the top of the balcony out of sight of the trio below. Who are the voices? Why do I recognize one of them? Do I recognize Sophia? I don't. But I don't know. I feel like I do though. And then Poseidon. Okay. An odd exchange unfolds before you as you listen to the top of the balcony out of sight of the trio below. You're nearly completely certain that this is not a delusion of your own making. You would never been able to design such strange outfits, nor imagine the strange brick that the loudest of the group holds. The strange brick, not the phone, not you calling the phone brick. He keeps shouting at it. Does he expect it to reply? You could spend all day trying to figure it out if there weren't something more pressing that grips your attention. How long have I been in here? I don't know what a phone is. I've been there so long, I don't know what a fucking phone is. And I don't know modern, like, clothing styles. I don't know fashion trends. I mean, that's accurate. In real life, I get up and go. I kind of color coordinate. I make sure the colors don't clash. And it's like appropriate for the season and the temperature outside. But otherwise, I'm out, bro. I just want to be comfy, and I want to be comfy and look appropriate. That's it. Oh my gosh. But holy shit. The door is open. You want to make a break for it, run to the door straight away, but all your years in the house that has made you cautious. Plus, the one who's currently holds it open is the one that looks like they might jump at the sound of a pin drop. You have to be careful. You don't want to risk spooking them. So you stay within the shadows, tiptoeing along the wall, all the while entranced by the shadow, or by the door. The soft light that pulls in from outside, the cooing sounds from faraway birds, the way the group's hair flutters around their faces from the breeze. You wish you could feel it. It's a shame I can't do this live. The views would be insane. It's been so long since I've been in a dead zone like this. I don't know what to do without my socials. Great. So, you brought us to the middle of nowhere with no signal and no way to call for help when you inevitably need it.
Why am I not surprised?
Don't worry. I'll protect you both. I won't let anything bad happen to you.
Oh, no.
Don't worry. I'll protect you both. I won't let anything bad happen to you.
Also,
Promise.
I want to say, I really do love that Poseidon has vitiligo. I don't see this enough in visual novels. I don't see this enough in video games in general. The option, like a character with vitiligo, or the option to have a character, like, for Winning Hearts, for example, Winning Hearts Wrestling Otome, the artist Katie suggested, hey, do you want to have a vitiligo option? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it, and we did it. And like, I don't know how many people are gonna use it, but it's always nice. It's always nice to include it, and it's always nice to include, again, more diversity in terms of like skin tones, body types, etc., etc. So I as someone who is an enjoyer of diversity, I appreciate this immensely. I may not have vitiligo, but I'm sure people who do would definitely appreciate the representation here. Say that when your legs stop shaking and maybe I'll believe you. Cabritas! Can you believe how little faith my friends have in me? You still believe in me, right? There is something fun about their dynamic, and you can't help chuckle a little, though your hand flies to your mouth almost instantly as your brain catches up with itself. You had one job to stay quiet! Fortunately, you don't seem to register you at all, even as you sit at the top of the stairs, perched at the edge. Now, how to get down without catching their attention. Still, this lighting though, you're not gonna be able to see my brilliance like this. Surely that's a good thing. Oh, you're so mean, humor me, and I just close the door, will you? Time slows, if only for you, as the taller person takes the weight off the door. Stop! Don't let the door close! Catch it! Your body registers the situation before your brain does, and it's only when you're hurling down this staircase at full speed do you scream louder than you ever thought was possible. You fly down the stairs. I'm fucking tumbling like as if you're carried on air. And even when you stumble, you push forwards in desperation. Even their screams don't distract you. Not that you can even hear them over the adrenaline pounding in your ears. It was a fingertips reach away. Your freedom was so close, yet so far. Damn! Not the door shutting. Your body slams into the door. Actually, hold up. Yo, what is up? What is up, William? How you doing today? Your body slams into the door, but the pain means nothing to you. Not from the impact, nor from how tightly you twist the handle.
I swear to... I can't believe you're going to get us done for trespassing. Put down the camera.
This is a golden content opportunity. There's no way I'm missing this.
Now I know you ain't recording me. For all we know, she's a real-life ghost. She's dressed right out of the ye old times. How else would you explain it? Oh, not the ye olden times. Oh my god, I'm ancient.
It's Halloween. Everyone dresses up like weirdos.
I dress up like a weirdo? Oh yeah. Lol. Our pair argue behind the large frame of their friend who shields them bravely whilst also trying to hide the fact that their lower lip is trembling.
Excuse me? We're sorry for barging into your home. If you don't mind, we'll just be on our way.
Poseidon is so sweet. Oh. The door handle doesn't budge, no matter which way you twist or turn it. Can it only be opened from the outside? Did you never have a chance of opening it? Did you miss your only chance to leave? You burst into the tears you'd been holding. No. You sink to your knees, nails dragging against the wooden surface of the door as if you can't bear to let it go. Your whole body trembles, racked with immeasurable grief, and as another soft no falls from your lips, comes with it are the fractured sobs of a broken woman. No. Why? You choke out words between sobs, your fists hitting the door with little strength behind them. You're too emotionally weak to manage any more than that. You were just open. Please. This can't be. I was so close. Your words become entirely incoherent as you dissolve into another round of tears, a mix of pleading and devastation as you struggle to process what you've lost.
Great. Of course you would bring us to the house of a crazy person.
You would only be crazy. You've been here for fucking centuries.
In my defense, this is still the coolest night of my life.
It's going to be the last night of your life if you don't shut up.
Hey there, are you okay? Is there anything I could get for you? Tissues, a cup of tea?
Oh, way
I'm
out!
pretty sure I have an energy bar if you're hungry too.
Their hand hovers over your shoulder, not daring to touch without your permission, but still wanting to offer some form of comfort. Unlike their companions, they seem unfazed by your outburst, and their earlier terrors are far outweighed by the concern they have for you right now. I love Poseidon. I would die for Poseidon. If the entity tries to take them, I'll be like, take me instead. You take a breath and mirror their kindness. I'm okay. I appreciate the offer. You offer a feeble smile, one that you definitely have to force to be there, but it's a worthwhile effort all the same. Reassured, they relax and breathe a sigh of relief, letting their hand fall back into its place. Oh, I'm about to sneeze, y'all. What was wrong with you, Anne? Do you mind looking at the camera when you answer? You can't ask someone what is wrong with them. Ah, come on. We were all thinking it. Poseidon is so soft. I want them to be safe and happy, yet I'm so mean to them. How dare you? How dare you, Glass? How fucking dare you? Glass, It's on sight. It's on sight, Glass. That's right, Caberitas. You know I'm not afraid to ask the hard-hitting questions. Dude, you're not a reporter or a journalist. Stop. Your eyes start between them, getting more and more confused as they speak. Though you'd like to ask what a camera is and where you are meant to be looking, you can't find a place to get a word in edgewise. Can you just stop? We've wasted enough time here. We're leaving. Now. Ah, you're right. We're sorry, Miss. This must have been a lot. What with us intruding and all. We'll be out of your hair. Wait. All eyes are suddenly on you. It's a lot of pressure, but you do your best to try and soften the blow the way you wish someone had done so far for you all those years ago. Leaving is going to be a bit difficult. Well, actually, we're trapped here. What do you mean, trapped? Your door doesn't open from the inside. I haven't been able to get it open once in all the time I've been here. Today was the first time when you arrived. Though, now that it's closed, it means we're locked inside again, and I don't know how long until it opens. That's what was wrong with me. The group goes quiet, and it's clear that they are in two minds whether or not to believe you. Even the one who was more relaxed and had been enjoying the situation had finally started to take this as serious as it was. You know what? No, I've had enough of this. I don't believe. Her words are cut off as she tries to turn the handle. Hey, now you're gonna know why I'm so fucking crazy. Join the club, sister. But as expected, it doesn't budge. The handle barely turns. Instead, the door just rattles with a sound that is akin to laughter. Or perhaps you're just paranoid. You! What have you done? Let us out now! She instantly turns on you, getting right into your face with her finger pointed in accusation, as if you hadn't been upset about the situation yourself. I know it's unbelievable and hard to hear, but the door doesn't open, and neither do the windows. Trust me, I've been trying for so long. You two, follow me, now. Oh, what the fuck? Like a whirlwind, she storms past you, the others falling not too far behind. It's not too long until you hear familiar clattering and banging. They're probably trying to break the windows. I hope they're not breaking any of my things. You're almost tempted to follow them, if not just to protect anything precious to you, but you've done this song and dance solo so many times before that you know that it won't be long until...
If this is some stupid joke for your stupid channel, I will kill you with that phone live on stream.
Oh my god. I had something in my throat. Sorry.
I'm sure even he wouldn't go this far, right?
I have nothing to do with this. I swear on my entire channel.
Oh, he swears on his entire channel. Ooh. Surely you of all people know how to pick locks. Why haven't we tried that yet? Me of all people? I'm not the one who has a thing for trespassing in old creepy houses.
Guys, don't argue. I already tried picking the locks. It doesn't work.
The trio crowds back into the entryway, disheveled from their sudden sprint across the house, around the house, and even more rattled than before. You! I want answers. You're not the only one. She looks about ready to hit you, but you are promptly saved by the man with the two-toned hair in front of her.
How long have you been here? I recently watched the Lockdown Tower and they were trapped for about 10 years, which I think is kind of similar, except there's no cats. Unless... Did you have cats?
No. I'm a dog.
Ooh, that's
I'm a
good
dog
question.
girl.
How do you eat? Or wait, have you been here so long you died and became a ghost? Or do you not know you're a ghost? You know, like in Los Otros. The others? That was a great film.
Oh my god. Wait, no. I have another question. At some point, you just seem to drown him out. It's hard to keep up with his ramblings when you have no idea what on earth he's going on about.
Guys, for my sake, can we do one question at a time? I'm getting dizzier than a fish caught in a whirlpool.
Oh my god, they make fish jokes. They make fish analogies. I should have expected this. Their laughter seems to pull the other out of his hyperfixated trance. Embarrassed, he nods, scratching the back of his head pretty sheepishly. Right, the floor is all yours. Man has that ADHD. he becomes focused on his one hyperfixation, the paranormal. Bro is trying to get the scoop. Everyone turns back to look at you, and the weight of their gazes adds a lot of pressure. You force yourself to take a deep breath until your mind feels just a little steadier, just enough to answer their questions anyway. I really don't know where to begin. I probably only know a little more than you do, to be honest. I've been here for longer than I can remember. It's been years at this point. Years, yeah, not the word I would be using now. It's been centuries. It's been millennia. I don't know how I got here or who brought me here. I just woke up one day and I have been here ever since.
Convenient.
Okay, you don't have to believe me, bitch. To answer your other question, I'm pretty sure that I'm not a ghost. I still need to eat and sleep, which I've never had to worry about because I've never run out of food. Every morning, all the food is replaced along with my clothes. Oh, and everything is cleaned up regardless of the amount of mess I leave. I'm pretty sure someone comes in when I'm sleeping. Have you tried catching them? Set up a trap for when you sleep? Many times I've gone days without sleeping, going through the house over and over, and just in the hopes of catching them. But I've always missed them. Even then, they somehow get in when I'm not looking. That's so interesting. I could think of a few movies that have similar plots, even though this feels so unique. But if we're following the tropes there must be some evidence to show that they've been here or to explain how they got in. You just haven't found it yet. Oh.
We're not seriously believing this nonsense, are
Oh, sorry.
We're not seriously believing this nonsense, are we?
I think we kind of have to. What else do we have to go off of?
I believe it.
You'd believe anything you could link to it. You would believe anything if you could link it to horror. We may as well give her the benefit of the doubt for now. The more people we have looking out for this mystery person, the more likely we are to catch them. You're going to try catching them, even after what I said? I really don't think that's possible. It's possible, even with more people. There's no harm in trying. We've got two of the best brains over here. Who are the two brains? You and Megan? I said Megan. Maya. Where did Megan come from? Brain fart. I don't know why I said Megan. Now your name's Megan Meyer. Sorry. I don't make the rules. What's your role in this?
I'm the muscle.
Oh. I'm in. It's almost like we're trying to catch the jigsaw killer. If you haven't been asked to do any horrible puzzles, have you? The jigsaw killer? Horrible puzzles? What? No! Oh my god, you haven't seen Saw? Okay. What? Okay, so there's these two guys that wake up in a room and... Not now! Fine, I'm in. Though only to prove that you're lying to get you to let us out. Wait, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do when we catch them? It's been so long that I haven't actually thought that far. Wouldn't the best thing to do be to restrain them so they can't leave? Then we could interrogate them so they could tell us the way out. And when that doesn't work, then I'll make sure to give them what's coming to them. I'm not sparing that sick bastard any sympathy, no matter who it is. Oh, the possibilities are endless. So many references we could use. Depends on if we want the classic bloody pain-based methods or there's so much psychological horror we could take inspo from. You know, really destroy their mind in an ironic twist. Oh, Felix. Oh, Felix. The group continued to list all the things they would do when they caught your captor. And they direct all of their boiling over frustrations towards this unknown enemy, and their suggestions slowly become more and more graphic and horrific as the more they go on. And for Felix, that's just describing various horror movie plots. You're right, it's what they deserve. What if that's not right? They're not some monster you're making them out to be. No, they're a fucking monster. They split a door in two with pure strength alone. They're a fucking monster. They also kidnapped you and placed you here for God knows how long. They're a monster. Both physically and like metaphorically and literally. Can we try talking things? That's the stupidest thing I've heard all fucking day. Talking things out with a fucking demon. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. All right, good luck with that. You're right, we should do whatever it takes, though it doesn't feel good. You're not quietly agreeing with them. You don't say anything, but it's clear you don't agree. I don't want to contribute, but I definitely do agree. Ooh, the music switch up. You don't have much to add. They seem to have a lot of this covered on their own. But with each suggestion they make, you find yourself nodding along. Perhaps you have a lot more anger towards your captor than you realize. It's so good to have you on our team. 4 people are better than 3, and also better than 2. Or 1. Well, you agree? That's great. Which idea was your favorite? Do you have any of your own? Are you a team physical or psychological? Definitely not team physical. I mean, well, I can lift up a chair and throw it. You nod along to both choices, which catches the group by surprise. You even get a small laugh out of the woman who's taken a step back to observe you. You wonder if she's been waiting for you to say something wrong all this time, since it's clear she still doesn't trust you from the way she gives you the once-over. But would it be too arrogant to think you'd maybe want a point of approval from her? You're full of surprises. Didn't think you had it in you. You seem like the type that would run away at the first sign of confrontation. You're not wrong. I don't like confrontation. But if confronting means it guarantees my survival, I'm gonna have to do it, you know? You hold her eyes, matching her stare with the confidence she hadn't expected. She doesn't seem to hate it, though. Well, I hope you can put your money where your mouth is when it actually counts. Your eyebrow raises at her, a quiet response that tells her everything you need it to. And her response, her eyes narrow, once again taking you in. You don't know what she's thinking, but whatever it is causes her to yank the others in close to speak in hushed whispers. Even though you're trying not to stare at them directly, the hushing and constant nodding of this sudden meeting between the 3 strangers, one you're clearly not invited to, starts to get the better of you. You know, for people who could be considered guests in my place of living, you're being rather rude. If you're going to speak about me, I want you just to say it to my face. Well, what I want is not to be here at all. But we don't always get what we want, do we? Play nice, it's not that bad. There are worse places to be stuck, and with much worse company to be stuck with. Am I right? Remember that time that you took us camping in the graveyard? Don't remind me. I was getting cobwebs out of my hair for weeks after that. Aw, I thought you guys had a great time. But, okay, see, this place is sunshine and roses in comparison. Well, either way, we're going to be here for a while, so we may as well try to get along with our gracious host. Ugh, fine, I suppose it can't be helped. Oh my seas! Guys! In all the chaos, we never introduced ourselves. I have no idea what to call you, and you'll have no idea what to call us. Oh, I've just been calling you in my head by actually nothing. Absolutely nothing. Probably a smart choice not to tell the woman who looked like she knocked you out first chance she got that you formally dubbed her Angry Woman in your mind. Is this really necessary? Of course, the introductions to the strangers you have to survive within a weird, crazy situation is vital. How else do you expect the audience to connect with you? The audience can go get. Plus, doesn't it hurt? It doesn't hurt to make new friends, right?
I'll kick us off. I'm Poseidon. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh.
I should give you a fun fact about myself, right? Well, I think the most fun thing I do is surfing, and swimming, and fishing. Actually, I just really like the ocean.
I wonder if Poseidon has like a level 100 fisher in Final Fantasy XIV. They seem like a very avid fisher in that game. And I bet they're pissed at all the DDoS attacks that the game's been getting. I saw a tweet earlier. It's like, there's one group of Final Fantasy 14 players that are even more mad than the raiders in that game about the DDoS attacks. The fishers. You don't mess with the fishers. There's like a strict schedule for if you don't play Final Fantasy 14. There's a strict schedule for all the different fishes in the game. There are like incredibly rare fish that you can only get at particular times. Like the Cinder Surprise. My friend Trev was taking. I think he dedicated like a year and a half trying to get in that fish, and when he finally caught it, dude, what screamed for joy. He was like, oh, blah, 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 you know. When you gotta deal with that, you scream, you hip hooray for a damn fish in a video game because it's that rare and hard to get, and it's like it's only and the time period to get it in when it is available is like 5 minutes. 5-10 minutes. Oh, trust me, you're gonna be heavily invested in your fishing. You're not gonna want anything to fuck that rhythm up. You're not gonna want anything to fuck that schedule up. So when you gotta deal with DDoS attacks, oh, I bet the fisher players in Final Fantasy 14 are pissed. They're probably wanting to like get their hands on those DDoS people who are causing the DDoS attacks. But I don't even. The last thing I would want to be are those people locked in a room with the fishers? I'm just saying, the fishermen. I don't want to do that. You can't help but smile at their easygoing attitude and the fact that they apparently love the ocean so much that even their name has the association. Was it by choice, or was their fate predetermined?
And I'm Felix, your newest favorite horror streamer / YouTuber.
The reason we are all here. He brushes off her pointed commentary like a watered off a duck's back. He's far more interested in you, staring at you like a cat observing his prey. Maya? Come on, Sydney. Introduce yourself.
I'm Maya.
Everyone waits for her to say something else, anything at all, but she just stands there in silence, almost daring you to push her. They're a unique group, a strange mix of personality you would never have imagined together, but you don't have time to analyze them too long because they all now stare at you expectantly. This is it, the first time you've spoken to someone in years. You had to make this count. You had to make a good impression. Fuck. Oh, my name is Christy, and I live here. Smooth. Real fucking smooth. The heat in your cheeks only makes the fact that you had made a fool of yourself even more embarrassing. The laughter and the snorts of amusement makes the humiliation worse. The only thing you're grateful for is that nobody explicitly mentions it.
Hey! So I was wondering, do you know if there are any secret rooms behind a bookcase that reveal when you pull out a specific book? Or, oh, a dungeon! Or a mysterious laboratory? Anything hidden, really.
Not that I'm aware of. Let me turn the voice up a little bit more. How did you know? Should we go to the secret lair right away? We'll go. Well, I like that option. And all the time you'd been here, you had definitely never found any room, secret or otherwise, that would fit any of his asks. However, he's endearing enough that you can't help but want to tease him. A little white lie doesn't hurt, right? Really? 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 Oh, let's go right now. I've always wanted to see a secret lair. How do you get to it? The trapdoor? Series of puzzles that only the owner can lock? Oh, wait. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, don't tell me. He's practically bouncing up and down from excitement, and it's taking every bit of his willpower not to drag you off to the non-existent lair right then and there. You probably shouldn't torture him too long. I'm sorry, there's no secret lair or dungeon or a room behind a bookcase or anything else like that. Not that I found anyway. Oh. But that just means I haven't found it yet, right? Someplace like that would be really well hidden. I wouldn't have been able to find it that easily, right? You're right. You're so right. It'll probably be invisible to the naked eye, booby-trapped, and only accessible by its creator. Oh, that means we probably won't be able to get into it, or even find it, right? He'd somehow managed to talk himself back into being disappointed.
Well, let's not give up so easily. Why don't we split up and look around for clues? We can't lose anything other than time, right? And it will be even faster if we split up.
I don't like the idea of splitting up. That's the last thing you do in a horror anything. You don't split up. That's how people get got. But I feel like this is like, I don't want to be rude to Poseidon. Let's see what a fresh pair of eyes would be helpful. Their smile is as clear and bright as you've always imagined the sea. All you did was agree with them, and you somehow made them the happiest person in the entire world. Yeah, a fresh pair of eyes can always find solutions. Problems. What? What problems? No, the quote is a fresh pair of eyes can always find problems. Oh, well, maybe Poseidon just wants to put a little unique twist on the phrase. You know, give it like a glass half full kind of look. You know, well, I think mine sounds better. It's certainly much more positive. They nod along, happy you get it. They have an infectious optimism. It's always kind of cute. I don't care if you all become best buds all of a sudden. I don't like it.
I don't trust you to be out of my sight.
Oh, what the fuck do you think I'm gonna do? Start levitating? Like, whoa! Now I'm gonna start throwing books at you! Whoa! The fuck? You're clearly very capable. If I try to do something, you would be in my ass, like from the jump. You would kill me. You would actually be free me from this prison. So actually, please do that the moment you get the chance to. She's very clearly talking about you. She hasn't taken her eyes off you this entire time. It's definitely not been in a flattering way. She's only just a little intimidating, but you try not to shrink under her glare. I haven't given you any reason to doubt me. However annoyed you were at her, in that split second you managed to annoy her almost double that amount. You hadn't thought her gaze could get any more intense than it already was. You haven't given me a reason not to doubt you either. You seem to have forgotten you're a stranger to me, to us all. Not only that, you're a stranger living inside a strange house that doesn't unlock from the inside. Forgive me if I'm not jumping to hold hands around the campfire with you. But it feels like you're not giving me a chance. You just written me off from the beginning. I have been giving you a chance. Not my fault you keep using your chances to just prove how you're as stupid as I thought. Okay, Maya. When you're about to die, I'm not gonna grab your hand and save you. You're on your own, bitch. And remember this conversation. Remember this conversation. Remember this conversation. Because you called me fucking stupid. I'm gonna be too stupid to help you. Because you know what I am? I'm a fucking hater. I'm a petty ass hater. Remember this. You have to learn when to stop talking. You should take your own advice, sweetheart. You should take your own advice. She drives you crazy, boy. You hate more that you can't deny her logic. She gives you a second, testing to see if you'll push it. But no retorts come to mind. You can only sit there stewing as she watches you with that smug expression.
So are we doing it then? Splitting up and looking for clues? Feels very Scooby-Doo of us. I love it!
I think so. In pairs, so we can keep each other safe.
Fine, but only because I'll do anything to get out of here.
Their eyes all fall on you as the one who's lived or trapped here the longest. There is an implicit sense of needing to get your permission. There's a part of you that genuinely doesn't think you'll find much, but there's another larger part of you that thinks you might. After all, for the first time forever, things are different. Something has changed. So maybe other things have as well? Okay, let's follow that plan. We shall split up into pairs and investigate the house for any clues for a captor or how to escape. Felix cheers and grabs your hands in his own, and he would have span you until you were dizzy. I decided how to gently caught you before he could gain any momentum. Since we haven't known you that long, and we know each other for ages, I think it's only fair you choose who you want to pair up with. You should choose whoever you feel most comfortable with. None of us will take offense. Or you could choose who you'd have the most fun with. You look between all three of them. It's surprisingly not a hard choice. Oh shit! I thought the game was gonna automatically choose for me. I thought it was gonna go off a point system here. Oh fuck! I gotta choose. I was hoping fate would choose for me. I've been making a ton of choices thus far, man. Poseidon, bring it on in!
Great.
Yeah!
I can already tell we're gonna make a great team.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Looks like it's me and you, Snell. Dream team. He wraps his arms around Maya's shoulders, who in return can only groan. She's clearly known him long enough to know what she's in for. We'll take the rooms downstairs. You two go search upstairs. Call us if you see anything, and try to grab a weapon while you're at it. We need all the ammunition we can get. Fate hasn't decided yet. It hasn't decided yet? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Glass, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? I hate this! Fuck. I say I hate it, but I really do love it. As an evil writer myself, I love it so fucking much. Oh god. Upstairs. Call if we see anything. Weapon. Got it. And then they're like, what are we doing again? You other two leave first, bickering every step of the way. Though they both seem to deliberately try to get on each other's nerves, when you watch their backs, it's impossible to deny how close they are. Shall we head off too? I may ask you to lead the way, if that's okay. I get a bit lost on land. Sure? Are you sure he's are you sure? I said he. Are you sure they're not this is not their second life, beforehand they were born as a fish? Cause I feel like that theory makes sense. Sure, I'll even give you the grand tour. Ooh. Look at the paintings. I recognize this area here. This is where the title screen is. Cause I recognize that heart frame. The prequel is them as a mermaid. Please give it to us. I demand it. Oh wow, that is a lot of paintings. Don't you think they are kind of creepy? Actually, I'm the one who painted most of them. Awkward.
Did I say creepy? Class aside and gang words all mixed up again. What I meant was creative. Yeah, creative. You're an excellent artist. It's really lifelike.
Oh, I love you so much. They flounder about trying to flounder, of course. Of course. You are making so many fish-related puns here. Don't act like don't pretend I don't fucking see them. I see them. Every chance you get, you take it, Glass. Yo, is that Anna in the chat? Whoa, hi Anna. What is up? Probably stuck in ad hell. Sorry guys, I have to make money on Twitch. Sorry. And the quieter you are, the more they try to dig themselves out of the hole by digging another deeper hole. It's fine. art is subjective, and if it made you feel something, then that's all that matters. It's nice having an honest opinion. Yeah, I've been alone this entire time that I really don't have a good sense of, like, what my art is like. I don't know, man. I don't know how it comes off. Like, I would probably look at some of these and be like, yeah, you know what? Taking a step back, this shit's creepy. Well, then to tell the truth, they are a little scary. That's just because they're so realistic, though. I almost thought they were alive. This ain't no night in the museum. The paintings aren't gonna come to life. I never watched Night at the Museum. Is that what happens? Like, do the paintings also come to life, or is it just like the statues and like, and then like the fossil, the dinosaur fossils? Is that it? Is that what happens? I don't know. I just know Ben Stiller's in that movie. I don't know. I don't know anything else beyond that. It's a little crazy. Thank you. I do all types of paintings, but I do really enjoy the still life ones. I think it's the painting too. I think it's everything sick, so I wasn't wrong. Yeah, you know, here's the unbelievable thing. I used to have that movie on VHS. And if you don't know what a VHS is, or a VCR, man. Fuck it, I just start decaying, start turning to ash. Thank you. I do all types of paintings, but I really do enjoy the still life ones. I want to capture the subject's soul whenever I paint. Yeah, I used to have so many VHS tapes. I remember having Toy Story. I don't remember if it was, I think I had one. I don't know if I also had two on VHS. But yeah, those VHS tapes were so freaking good. I remember recording a WrestleMania. I forgot what WrestleMania was on tape. It was great. It's like, oh, those tapes are so good. They were. That was the shit back then. That was the shit. It was annoying trying to like. It was annoying. It was heartbreaking if you recorded over anything, because you know. Back then you didn't get a warning. It's like, hey, you're about to record over this. Are you sure you want to do this? Nah, you did that shit. You did it. No warning, no nothing. You had to have known if that tape was clean or not. So if you record over somebody's wedding, oof, you were a dead person walking. So this is the bathroom. It's pretty simple. The tap runs hot and cold water. There's also different scents and flowers for the bath. How fancy, but they keep staring at the pipes and installations like there's something they can't just understand about the plumbing. What is it? What do? You just want to take a shower? A what? Sorry, this is my room. But is it okay if we don't go in? It's not proper to have someone in my private space. Especially since we only just met. Oh, right. Sorry. Backing away slowly. You can't hold back the sort of laughter as they genuinely hold their hands up and surrender, knocking into a side table as they walk backwards, setting off a whole other series of apologies. So, this is the attic? I don't really remember everything that's up here. It's been so long since I last visited, at least for longer than it takes to check the window. You don't even remember when exactly you had stopped spending all your time here, but you remember that there'd been a point where the lack of view had just been too depressing to bear. There's so much stuff here. I bet we'll find something in no time. You okay if I get stuck in? Anything you want me to avoid? You look around the room, a collection of memories that had been stored up here to prevent clutter, fragments of your time in the house. No, have at it. Just maybe don't break anything.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Are you you're looking for something in particular, I can help. Can I help? I'll leave them, babe. There's no need to fill the silence with unnecessary chatter. Whatever they're looking for, they'll find it on their own. You should focus on searching for yourself. Whilst they dive into the depths of the attic, disappearing behind the towers of archived items to search at random with no rhyme or reason, you take a more structured approach. You focus on a single group, organizing the items into categories, things that you remember and things you don't. Like the toy collection, wooden figurines painted to look like some of the people you daydream may visit. You'd have been the one to paint them, meticulously by hand, before they became bitter reminders of what you didn't have and you'd hidden them away up here. What you didn't remember painting was the one who looked exactly like you.
Everything here is all vintage and fancy. I don't know what half this stuff is. Like this? Is it a trumpet of some sort?
The gramophone? Oh, doesn't he know what a fucking gramophone is? Huh? But I don't see anywhere to dial. What a strange phone. Poseidon, I love you so much, but you're so fucking dumb. Actually, you don't have the heart to tell them. Actually, a lot of this stuff just appeared on its own, so I don't always know how things work. On its own, like magic. You sure you just didn't forget you already had them? I do that sometimes. Generally like magic. Kind of. I think the captor leaves stuff here for me, the same way they do with clothes and food. Sometimes I just wake up and there's a present at the end of my bed, or there'll be a new piece of furniture in the lounge. Oh, are you okay? Huh? Why wouldn't I be okay? It just seems a little unnerving, you know? Waking up to find things have changed. I guess presents are nice, but I thought it might have bothered you to receive them like that. When you'd stopped thinking of the gifts as something abnormal. And when had you stopped being paranoid about the fact that they always seemed to be exactly what you wanted or needed at the time? You can't remember. I guess I just started to accept it at some point. I think I just got used to it. Well, as long as you're okay, that's all that matters. Let's hope the next gift is a key or something we can get back out to the real world, right? What is it like? I mean, the real world. By the way, I just noticed this fucking hand in the corner right here. What the hell is this? Is that the demon's handprint? He got yowie hands. Oh, hell no. I ain't tussling with that demon. He'll crush me. He'll crush me like a grapefruit. What the? Hell no. Not grapes are pretty big. He'll crush me like a kumquat. Kumquat's pretty small, yeah? Oh, no. I'm so good. I'm so good. Or maybe that's like one of those sticky hands. Well, then again, no. We don't come from a time where those sticky hand toys that you throw out your wall window was a thing. So, forget that. But, what is that handprint? I hate it. I also hate the random doll. I'm really inspecting this background now. I have so many concerns and questions, and I'm starting to feel uneasy here. Like there's just a random doll head, a lot of wallpaper, a random painting of a stone face. Yeah, it's a lot of shit here. A giant ass pocket watch over there. Damn. Oh, that's right. You said you don't remember anything before being in this house, right? Yeah, that's right. I guess I suppose I'm just curious. If I idealize it in my head or my mind, but does it actually live up to that? Well, I don't know if the others will agree with me, but I think it's beautiful. Though that might be because I spend most of my time out in nature rather than the city. Nature is a funny thing. It's like it was designed to work together perfectly in harmony. Every part is another oh my god. There's something in my throat. Every part is another piece of the puzzle that fits together so that everything keeps moving along. I think it's magical that I get to be part of it, to experience the world as it is, as how the universe intended it. I get to enjoy the beauty of the different flowers that feed the bees, the design of the mountains that I climb, and the feel of the salty breeze on my skin whenever I'm by the ocean.
The ocean all on its own is magical. The sand between my toes, the fish that live near the surface, and the life that lives in the darkest of places. The way it meets with the sky. I miss it.
It's a shame not everyone feels the same way, you know? Too many people are focused on taking over nature, being the one to claim everything. But as my dad always said, my dad, Poseidon Sr., sometimes the best fish you can catch are the ones you simply catch a view of. I don't know if that exactly answered your question, but hopefully it helps. That sounds incredible. I think I'd love to be part of that world too, alongside nature. I think we're able to control it though. Won't we be able to progress further? Do more? It has to be ours to protect it. That's not how that works. Yeah, that'd be great. Maybe when we're out here, I can take you to the ocean myself then. Show you all the beautiful parts. By the way, this part right here. Yeah, you can definitely own private land. That doesn't stop the billionaires from putting their shit on said private land. I'm looking at you, muskrat. Anyways, I'd really like that. Thank you. I want to see the world through your eyes, Poseidon. That is so fucking romantic. Yo, the blush? The blush? Oh! Yo, that is so fucking cute. You share a look between yourselves, a small promise now bonding you together. Maybe that in itself was the most beautiful part of all. Oh, this looks interesting. I'm gonna dig around for a moment. Oh, shit. Sorry, I might not be able to hear you, but give me a shout if you need help. I'll come running. They disappear behind the boxes and you hear them rattling about in their search. Talking about the outside has been oddly motivating. After hearing it firsthand from someone who's lived it, you're now itching to see it for yourself, so you become more proactive in your search of the piles of forgotten things. What's this? What's what? What the fuck is what? Oh, bro, you got the ominous music playing? Oh, shit, no! Stop! You turn over the rusted radio in your hands. The paint has long faded and chipped, and the antenna is slightly bent from its careless storage. Excuse me? The radio hits the ground, dropped in fright as it suddenly jitters to life. Did you accidentally turn it on?
Mayday, emergency.
I don't know, man. The radio flickers through stations. At first you think it's just broken, that the channel selection is nothing more than a random glitch. Until it repeats and you finally piece together the sentence. Danger, danger. The weather report shows signs of betrayal. Oh, fuck. Do not trust Poseidon. Will you keep my fucking ass, demon?
It's over.
Don't feed me doubt. Don't instill doubt in me, motherfucker. The radio goes still on the ground, the crackling fading. No, what do you mean it's over? Come on, work. You shake the box frantically, but also what? Is this me? I'm guessing this is me because I'm immediately responding to it and then it says, I shake it. You shake the box frantically, but the only noise it makes is the rattling of its internal system.
Are you okay? I thought I heard a weird noise.
Don't jump scare me. I'm really sensitive right now. I'm fragile. You hadn't noticed their presence at all. They completely snuck up on you, causing you to jump and drop the radio once again. Hell yeah. Me catching bugs whenever I see them. Hell yeah, I'm glad to be helpful to the development process in some way, Glass. Oh, this looks like some kind of radio my dad used to have. Oh, were you listening to the radio? Oh, this whole thing, it doesn't work. You just heard me working on my old radio impressions. Boop, beep, boop. I'm gonna tell them that the radio was talking to me. Are you sure? You nod. There's no doubt in your mind that they believe you, not with how seriously and attentively they lean down to pick up the radio, or with how they hold it at arm's length away from you both. Are you a ghost? I think the ghost might be gone. It did just cut out before and then stopped working completely. What a relief. I really don't want to have to fight a ghost. I don't think you can fight a ghost. Your fist will just go right through them. But hey, you know what? Don't let it stop you. Still, kick their ass. Somehow, some way. But what did the ghost say? You hesitate before answering, not sure whether you should tell them after all. Then the radio said not to trust them specifically. But maybe you want to trust them. It said you were going to betray me and not to trust you. It even said your name. My name? They look at the radio again, not being able to hide the fear they feel from the fact the radio knows them by name. But contrary to expectations, they take a large gulp, swallow it down, and then force themselves to be brave. To be brave, though. Well, if the ghost tries to speak to you again, let me know. I'll tell her not to worry because I don't ever plan on betraying you. I promise. We're on the same team. Oh, I have a favor to ask of you, actually. I think I may have found something, but I can't reach it. I was wondering if I could give you a boost and you could grab it? Oh, okay, sure. You follow them into the depths of the attic to where they point to a small nook hidden at the top. A hidden internal shelf that looks pretty deep and awkward to reach. Do you think you can get in there? There's only one way to find out.
Okay, you can trust me. I won't let you fall.
This is where they betray me. True to their word, their hold is as solid as a rock. As you stand on their hand and they lift you up with ease, at first you're unbalanced and unsteady, but they make sure to move to steady you, and within seconds, looking right at the nook in question. Ooh. It's dark, it's hard to see the finer details of whatever it is, but as your hands make up what your eyes can't see, but as your hands make up for what your eyes can't see, you're pretty sure that's an axe and a book of some kind, and an edge where the shelf just seems to completely drop off. Is everything okay? Can you reach it? I'm trying. It's just a little far. Give me a second. You have the weapon they needed in your very hands. The weapon they need to use against your captor. The weapon they could turn around and use against you. You knock the axe back and it falls behind the nook, smashing. Damn, how fragile is that axe? I'm gonna grab it. Slowly does it. They gently lower you, wanting to make sure you're safe, and you have to be quick to grab the book on your way down. Something deep down tells you not to leave it behind. You did it! You're amazing! It's an old axe. Yo, listen, we better make that one swing we're gonna get on the captor count. Cause that shit, once we do that swing, that shit's gonna break. The handle's gonna get taken off the axe. It's like, oh. Well, now I can just beat you with this stick. You know what I'm saying? They don't hold back their celebrations or praise, and you can't help but swell in pride from their infectious positivity. You'd only done such a small thing, and yet they made you feel like you'd conquered the world. Oh, stop. It was a team effort, but I believe this is yours. You placed the axe reverently into their open hands, and you didn't think their eyes could shine any brighter, but they somehow managed it. Oh, this is perfect. This will be so helpful, and Maya will love it. Are you sure you're okay with giving it up? I don't mind if you keep it. You technically were the one who got it. But I wouldn't have found it without you, so you keep it. I think you'll be able to put it to better use than I have ever done. They nodded, and after figuring out how to best carry it without accidentally hurting themselves or anyone else, they settled with ripping off some of an old sheet and using it to tie the tool to them. It feels good seeing how happy they are and how eager they are to put it to use. Have you made the right decision? That was left to be determined. I don't like how you said that, game. I don't like how you said that. That was incredibly foreboding. I fucking hated that shit. I hated that. The book suddenly becomes heavy in your hand on close inspection. With its ornate lock system, it seems to have some form of journal. It seems to be some form of journal or diary. You're pretty sure Poseidon isn't aware of it, so you don't have to tell them. If you want, you could just keep the spoils of your search a secret, at least until you know what's inside. That's tough. I feel like there's a strange balance I need to have right now, where I shouldn't divulge everything to them. Because if I do, I feel like it might put me, them, or the entire group into a very bad predicament. I'm thinking. I'm going to slip the journal inside my pocket before Poseidon can notice. It's probably better to keep it to yourself. For all you know, the diary could have been yours, something written decades ago that you'd long forgotten about. Or it could be be to do with your life before the house, something you would want to know, be the first to know. Or it could be something from your captors, something important, something they could give you a sign to the identity, something you want to keep secret for now. You could choose to tell them later if you want, but for now it was your little secret. I hate as soon as I made that choice, Glass just did 2 eye emojis. Should we continue exploring? There might be something else we could find. Hey, you two, come quick. We're stuck. We struck Gold. The footsteps of the energetic man fade off into the distance as he runs away without waiting for either of you. Well, that answers that for us. We should probably go down and see what's happened. Hey, Christy, thank you for coming up with me. I've enjoyed getting to know you and spend some time with you. I hope you can come to trust us over time. I gave you a fucking axe. That's a huge step. Do they know about the journal? Surely not. Oh, fuck. Oh, of course. I've enjoyed your company too. I'll do my best to trust you and all, and I hope you can come to trust me too. Of course, Oh, Poseidon! Christy, come on! We're dying down here waiting. Literally. Maya might kill me if you don't hurry. Where's the message me? Come on, let's go save him. Oh. What the fuck?
You have absolutely zero experience in mechanics or carpentry. The only thing you've ever built was with Legos, and you were following a manual.
Ooh.
Hey, I've played enough building simulators turned into creepypastas to know a thing or two.
Not building simulators, girl. Not building simulators. What the fuck? Besides, working on motorbikes isn't the same as getting through all these locks. You can't say you know any better. I know more than you. You didn't even know the difference between a Torx or a Phillips head screwdriver last time I checked. Who calls their screwdriver Phillip in the first place? Poseidon turns to you with a shrug. Even they seem to be confused by their friend's behavior. Look, we found a door. A door, but there's already a lot of doors. Oh, my sweet summer child. But this door is the only one we were unable to get into, other than the front door, of course. Ooh, let me try. Oh my god, the axe. The axe. Oh, don't use the axe. Poseidon first tries to shake the solid stone door. Oh, it's a stone door. Yeah, that axe ain't going through it. Followed by trying to break the door down, and then they try to break the locks, and then then they finally settled with trying to pick the locks. But despite their many attempts, nothing works. Ugh, it really doesn't work. Right? It's really mysterious, isn't it? Wouldn't she know what's behind it? Her pointed question lands on you, and with it follows the expectant gazes of the three friends. No, actually. Well, actually, I know about as much as you. It's always been locked. I've looked everywhere for the key, but haven't found anything that fits. You'd almost forgotten the basement was here. It's been so long since you'd given up trying to get in.
You know what this means, right?
No. But why do I feel like you're going to tell us regardless?
Oh, you know me too well, Nancy.
Means the basement is our ticket out of here.
I don't know. I think that's where the captor lives.
Really? But isn't the basement underground? We want to go outside, above ground. Ah, contraire, my dear friend. This is actually a hugely classic trope in horror media. I can't believe there's another game that uses wordplay before and. Ugh, just get it over with.
Right. Okay. Pause for dramatic effect. The hearth. The hearth is the heart of the house. Get it? Hearth? Heart? It's so obvious now you hear it, right?
No. This ain't that animated film where the house is alive and it eats children. I don't remember the name of that movie. I'm sorry. I watched like I've watched like a few clips from that movie, and that's it. It's like Monster House or something. I don't know. Probably not Monster House. It can be just a regular fireplace, a stove, maybe anything that produces heat and or fire. It's Monster House. Yo, I am so fucking good. I should be on trivia night and answer like 2 questions. I can be helpful on like in trivia nights and sometimes. I'll know the answers to the questions the most obscure questions. I reckon it must be powering whatever it is that's keeping us here. So we destroy or extinguish it and bam! It's over.
You got all that from a locked door?
Yeah, why else would they only put a massive door with 1,000 locks here and nowhere else? It's 'cause they don't want us to get in and ruin their plans. No, we just need to work out how to get in.
Could the captor be coming through here to get into the rest of the house?
Poseidon, you're a genius.
I am? Are you sure? I can't say I've heard that too many times before.
Yeah, it makes so much sense. It's the only way for them to get in. So all we have to do is stake out this place and wait until they arrive. They're like, they're gonna wait till we're asleep. And maybe we can use that time to rest and eat. Sleep and eating is for the weak. We have to be ready and waiting, and we can rest and eat while we stake out. Hey there, I'll make your favorite for you. Maya walks out first, though you're pretty sure that's to say Felix, the embarrassment of her laughter. And Poseidon and Felix follow. The taller one gently patting his head. Oh, that's so cute. You coming, Christy? It's only then you realize you hadn't moved. You almost expected not to be included. Yet you find that all three, even Maya, wait for you to follow. You're already included in their little group. Coming! How do you do this daily? The winding and clicking of a strange device in her hand completely holds your attention, as you can't help but be overly cautious of such an item that can spark fire so magically. Oh, she has a lighter? Interesting. Your nightmares starting to resurface, but you do everything to swallow them, and instead try to see the positives and how efficiently it lights all the candles in the area, and even the fireplace, which usually takes far more effort to start with matches. MC thwarted by lighters. Hey, yo, we can use the lighter to start a fire and save us all. But by saving us all, I mean we all die in a fiery death. But hey, how should we get out of this hellhole? Arsony? Haha, very funny. I meant the effort of doing them all. It's part of my routine. The house doesn't get much natural light, so I do it once in the morning, and then they last nearly all day. I simply don't get around to it, so I was surprised by the sudden visitors. But it wasn't the morning. What? When Felix dragged us here, it was evening, or basically night.
They call that twilight, Bella.
I'd say I'm surprised you watched that, but it's...
Vampires!
Oh, wait, okay, I'm confused, sir. Are we having breakfast or dinner right now? The other two come in holding a mixture of sandwiches and an accompanying assortment of snacks that they seem to have stolen from the pantry. In spite of their confusion, when they spot you looking, they instantly smile with the same level of happiness you'd expect from an overexcited puppy. We didn't know what everyone would like, so we made a bit of everything. Thought it'd be fun to have a picnic. Doesn't a picnic have to be outdoors?
You're right. Should I start making bird calls to make it more believable?
Oh my god.
I can do a pretty good seagull impression.
Of course. Of course. So good, they'll even steal your food in the process. Guys, we're ignoring the essential horror plot here. If we came in at twilight and for Christy it was morning, perhaps we entered a rift between space and time? Or maybe a whole new dimension altogether. Oh, what if we went back in time? It's actually Halloween morning. Or maybe they just don't have a regular sleep schedule since there's no working clocks here. The other two continue to argue, and Poseidon comes over and gives you the first selection of this dinner. Breakfast, or whatever this is. They seem to be well versed in handling the dynamic of these two. I was wondering, how did you all meet in the first place? Can't imagine how we all became friends. You gulp, awaiting the verbal lashing for insulting their relationships. Neither can I most days.
You love us, really.
Aww. So, we actually met when Felix... Wait, no, I should tell it. I've got a better knack for storytelling than you two.
And we'll portray you as the idiot you are.
And you'll fail to portray me as the genius I am.
She waves him off, taking food from Poseidon, who seemed to have the idea to reduce the likelihood of argumentative commentary by giving her something to distract herself with. Okay, so let me paint a picture in your mind. He plops himself right down beside you, and he wraps his arm around your shoulders, dramatically waving his free hand out in front of you both. It's our first day of school. A story is passed between students, whispers between those who claim to have heard it from someone else, who heard it from someone else, who heard it from someone who witnessed it firsthand. There's a lot of someones in the story. It's not long until the tale gets to the ears of the hero of the story, a handsome young man, if you will, who heard the cries of fear from his classmates as they recalled the terrible wailing ghost that haunted the library. Weird. Handsome isn't the word I'd have used to describe you. Anyway, I couldn't leave this mystery unsolved and for a danger to be left unchecked. Plus, this was the chance to see a real-life ghost. So, I set up an elaborate plan to catch this being in the act. It was flour in a bucket. Not exactly ingenious. Excuse me. I'll have you know that it was a carefully curated chemical composition designed based on extensive research on how best to make a plasma visible. Flour in a bucket. I always forget how it started. For me, it started with me sleeping in the library. I'd skip class for a nap, and there's this corner that's completely hidden, so it's a perfect place to hide. Did you skip class a lot? Isn't education important? It's not like being able to speak French is any help to me in this situation. Unless our captor is from France? You don't think they're from France, do you? If it weren't for a prompt squeeze of the arm from Maya to nudge them along, you were almost certain they would have run off to try and teach themselves French using one of the many books scattered around the house. Oh, yeah, I had the greatest nap. Woke up at the bell, and when I was leaving, I knocked the shelf, and bam! I was hit on the head by something and covered in powder. I was walking past to find reference books when this one came stumbling out groaning and nearly toppled right into me, and my defensive reflexes just kicked in. She hit them. I was defending myself. She knocked them right out, straight in the jaw. They end up having to get 2 teachers to carry them out to the nurse's station. Holy fuck! Maya! When I came to, a teacher came to speak to me, asking what happened and saying I wasn't in trouble. But then she put me on volunteer duty for the rest of the year. That's 'cause you admitted to skipping classes to sleep, say. It turned out your sleep talking was the source of the rumors in the first place. Why did I have a feeling that was the case? Maya and I also got volunteer duty. Maya for violence and my sin was completely unfair, but they said my crime was causing a disturbance. But ever since then, we've gotten really close. Turns out we complement each other's strengths really well. I think we've gotten even closer as the years have gone by. Yeah, we changed a lot over the years, but I can still rely on these two. There's one thing that hasn't changed. If something's gone wrong, it's usually Felix's fault. I blame Felix for everything, now and always. Maya, is your right hook still that impressive? I don't know. Want to find out? Okay. I'm gonna roll back. Even she can't fully maintain her hard, cool exterior in the face of your panicked look, and her snort catches you by surprise, even though she muffles it as best as she can with her hand. Let's go with yes. It's probably even more impressive since taking those self-defense lessons. I can't tell if you're trying to be intimidating or whether that's just how you naturally are. It doesn't matter if it's working. Best way to win a fight is to scare them off from even trying to start one in the first place. You couldn't remember if you knew how to fight before the house, and though there had been a time that you'd done some practice on your own, either out of passion or just the sheer boredom, you couldn't really determine your level without having sparred with another. Do you think you could teach me how to fight? Or at least practice together? She looks over you appraisingly, trying to figure out whether you were a worthy opponent, but it's almost impossible to tell whether or not she likes what she sees.
Maybe another day. You're not exactly dressed for it. And I don't want to give you any excuse for why you'll keep getting pinned by me.
Ooh. Can you teach me how to fight? No. You didn't even hesitate. Chatter and laughter continues as the collection of food slowly diminishes piece by piece. It's a warm atmosphere, something you could have almost never imagined existing in this space before. All right, when is the entity gonna come out? When is the entity gonna come out and ruin this moment? This is way too happy. In fact, if you'd had told Pastor you to be sitting with 3 people telling stories ranging from being about the mundane moments of the day to day to supernatural phenomenon, you wouldn't have believed it. Nobody wants to fall asleep quickly, despite the consistent yawning across the whole group. There's a silent acceptance to pretend that everything is normal, at least while the lighthearted conversation continues, and no one is quite ready to lose that. Get off me! She shoves Felix off her shoulder, who startles awake in a panic, groggily pulling out the familiar block once more and waving it around. Huh? What's happening? What'd I miss? I'm not some pillow. Go find somewhere else to sleep. I think we should all sleep. It's far too late, I think. No. There's no way I'm falling asleep when some psycho could come in at any moment when we're not looking. Besides, I'm not tired, she says as she stifles the largest of yawns, which stirs Felix, whose head had started to sag once more. I think we're all tired. We're not going to be much use if anyone comes in if we're all stumbling around. Maya throws you a look as if she hates that you're right, but at least in her tired state, she doesn't have the energy to say so. Maybe we can take shifts? That's what my dad and I used to do. If anything happens, we can wake the others up. Nobody outwardly complains to the idea, though that may just be something to us that may just be sleep deprivation rather than resounding agreement. I'll take the first shift. Are you sure? He rubs his eyes, having forced himself at least partially awake with the help of the chatter around him. You know, the one that stays up while the others sleep is the one most in danger. He's not gonna hurt me. Alright, my safety is guaranteed. Classic trope. Just don't ask me to cite my sources right now. Or maybe she's waiting until we're asleep to pick us off one by one. I don't like it. Rejected. Maya, that's too harsh. If we don't trust each other, then who will we trust? Well, if you're staying up, then I will do as well. That way I can keep an eye on you and make sure you don't do anything suspicious. It's clear volunteering doesn't come from a place of enjoying your company, but if it persuades her to stay up with you, then you weren't going to take that from her. I hate that now there's 3 eyes in the chat from Glass. Oh fuck. Poseidon seems to worry a little bit, but they know better than anyone that once she'd made up her mind about something, she can't be moved. Sounds like a plan. We'll leave it to you. Thanks for that. Guys, wake us up whenever it's your turn. Oh, and if something cool happens, I wouldn't want to miss it. Yeah, don't worry. When somebody's getting murdered, I'll be sure to wake you up. Poseidon goes to take a spot on one of the chairs, trying to get comfy in a seat that is almost comically small for them. And when they finally seem to settle, they're right back up again. Oh, just a heads up. I went and placed traps all around the house. When the fuck did you do that? Just in case they try to sneak in through a way we don't know. Traps? What kind? They're just a bunch of traps I learned from fishing, and I adapted them to work on land. Don't worry, I just told you so you don't get all tangled up in one if you don't need to go anywhere. I'm much better at traps than Felix is too, so you don't have to worry about getting hit with a bucket of flour. Go to bed, you. I'm not going to give you any extra time if you're tired later. Aye, Captain. They laugh and give you both a salute before covering their eyes with their arm to create a veil of darkness, and in the next second you can hear their tiny grumbling snores. Oh shit. For a while you sit in complete silence, Maya sitting up opposite you with her legs curled up to her chest and her eyes peering over her knees, glaring only at you. You know, we're meant to be keeping watch for everything, not just me. You cover that. I'll cover you. You can only sigh at her stubbornness, her refusal to accept you at all. While you understand her reasoning, and not everyone is going to like you, but for some reason it rubs you the wrong way how blatantly she distrusts you. I know you don't like me. I don't care if you don't, but isn't it tiring not trusting anyone? I trust myself. That's enough. What about Poseidon and Felix? I trust them too, but they're far too soft. If they had it their way, we'd be skipping through the house together, holding hands with our new best friend. So, I trust myself the most. That's how I keep them safe. There's not much you can say to that. You can understand her reasoning. It's not unreasonable for her to be so untrusting. But being on the outside of the circle of people she protects is oddly more lonely than when you were just completely alone. What? Does it really bother you that much that I don't trust you? No, it's not that. You chew the inside of your mouth, fidgeting with a tassel on one of the plush velvet lounge cushions. You don't know what it is that's bothering you so much. Then what? It's just... I've imagined for so long what it'd be like to be around people. To not be alone. And it's a little different from what I was expecting. I never expected you all to embrace me with open arms, but I had hoped that when I met people for the first time, that I would be accepted after a while, that I wouldn't feel so lonely. I feel like I'm too clumsy. I'm too out of practice at knowing what the right thing is to say is. I don't know how to truly get close to people anymore. It's her turn not to know what to say with that. And it's clear that all this talk of emotions makes her uncomfortable. Yeah, she's not the type that likes to talk about her emotions. She's a muscle mommy that's closed off, and we're gonna warm up that heart of ice, or that icy heart of hers. Whatever, both work. In spite of your expectations, though, she doesn't tell you to shut up, or call you crazy, or even throw anything at you. You know, you're not that bad. What resounding praise. Don't make me regret saying it. Listen, I may not trust you, but that doesn't mean you're not likable.
In fact, you seem like one of those annoying people who everyone would like. Super popular, really infuriating. So much so you wouldn't care about me and my weirdos.
Really? How so? Are you just fishing for compliments? Yes. I really need an ego boost right now. I need a confidence booster, okay? I'm right here right now. I'm like right here. I need to be at least here. What do I have to say to make you take the bait? Nice try. You're not that charming. You bite your tongue from making the quip about how she still just called you charming. If you pushed her too far, then it'd ruin the rare moment of peace you'd managed to forge.
All I'm saying is, I don't know your circumstances, nor do I really care to hear your life story. But I think you're going to be fine. Whether you're clumsy, annoying, or anything else, just be yourself.
Aw.
You're alright.
I'm alright? Oh, hell yeah. It's a whole other feeling being acknowledged for who you are. You have to swallow the emotions in your throat before whispering back. Thank you, Maya. Yeah. Don't let it get to your head. I still don't trust you. Oh, he scared the fuck out of me. I thought that was a ghost. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I don't know if y'all caught my reaction right there. Because I'm like... My eyes widened. Holy shit. My heart's jumped. Oh, my almost jumped out of my chest. Felix is the entity confirmed for real. You go to reply, but you're interrupted by the sound of Felix stirring from the noise. Both of you go dead still, waiting, not daring to even breathe until he settles and goes quiet once more. Yeah, don't fucking do that again. Using that as an excuse to no longer have to engage in conversation, Maya puts a finger to her lips before turning away. At least she wasn't... Oh, I thought I heard something. At least she wasn't planning on glaring at you for the rest of the night anymore. Neither of you dare to make any noise for some time. Want to ensure that others get to enough... Like, I'm just waiting for the music to change. Like, every time it stops, I'm like, oh no. Oh no, you know? But right now it's just like the melancholy like music that you get that you really like that you play during like really impactful moments. I know, you know. But oh, when this shit changes, oh, it's gonna get serious. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna. This moment's not gonna last much longer. I feel it in my bones. Neither of you dare to make any noise for some time, wanting to ensure the others get enough rest so that they're able to keep watch when it's your turn to finally sleep. But the issue with sounds is that it gives your brain room to do as it likes. Right now, your mind, having gotten used to being asleep at this hour, can't stop focusing on how tired you are and how great it'd be to be back in your own bed, comfortable, not cramped up on the couch, lounge chairs. Then come in the unwanted thoughts of your situation. The worst case scenarios, the what ifs, and the warranted worries. In your exhausted state, they seem amplified in magnitude, and somehow things that previously seemed unlikely almost seem certain. You start counting the seconds in the hopes of passing the minutes faster, or at the very least, tracking how long you had left of this. You wish you could sleep. She's dead. She's going to look around. I'm going to look around. Don't try anything you hear. I'll be listening. You hadn't even noticed her get up, but she was suddenly behind you, her whispers tickling your ear. She fidgets from side to side. Clearly her excuse to look around is due to her anxieties about everything. She won't be able to settle herself until she's checked in everything. You briefly consider going with her, but looking over to Poseidon and Felix, you decide internally that at least one of you should stay with them, just in case either wakes up and worries. You give her a nod, accepting her threat, having no doubt that she'd follow through with it. Only the sound of her boots tapping on the wooden floor signifying her departure. Oh, not the music box! No! Not the music box in the creepy house. Alone once more, and with plans to count the minutes away again, you stretch out on the chair, struggling to get comfortable in any shape or form. Do not go to sleep. Oof! Oof! You jump slightly as something digs into your leg, more uncomfortable than painful, but still enough to startle you all the same. Oh, it's the radio. Wait. Oh, it's the diary. Oh my god, it's the diary. I thought it was the radio for some reason because I heard like crackling. Rummaging in your pocket, you find the old diary that you found in the attic, now a little crumpled around the edges. Now is the perfect time to read through it with no prying eyes asking what you'd found. You could uncover the secrets yourself while simultaneously keeping yourself awake so that you could keep watch. You gently shuffle back on the chair to where the candle light is the brightest, quickly scanning the others in fear that any movement might stir them. When all is clear, you open to the first entry. The writing is nothing short of a scrawl. Letters are inconsistent in size, and shaky is a polite way to describe it. If it weren't for the prose, you'd consider it to have been written by a child. It takes some effort, but you are still able to transcribe it. It's been a few days since she moved from her bed. Whilst I am overjoyed that it is comfortable enough for her to spend a majority of her time, I am concerned. She was so full of life before, yet now she simply seems lost. Today she mentioned wanting to paint. She used to do that before. Could she be remembering? I found her old easel. I left paints and a canvas for her in her room. Oh, I hope it makes her feel more comfortable. So this is the entity's diary. You remembered that the day you woke up to the first gift, you hadn't touched it for a few days out of fear, just watching it from bed. But the draw of the arts had far outweighed your caution, and it had pulled you out of the covers for the first time. The painting had been no good, but the next day you found it framed, hanging in the corridor, and a new blank canvas was waiting for you. You looked through at the pages, so many detailing the different gifts, some from genuine requests you'd made aloud, thinking nobody could hear, others from fleeting, offhand comments, all with the common desire of wishing for your happiness. Yeah, well, keeping me locked up in here ain't wishing me for my happiness. A little selfish, ain't it, You flick to an entry in the middle, the writing slowly getting clearer as you go, taking up less pages for a single passage, and written with a steadier hand. It shames me that for all that I can physically give her, I am unable to provide her something so simple, companionship. I can tell that she is lonely. She says as much on her worst days, yet I am unable to speak to her directly. I can only watch from afar when all I want to do is reach out and be by her side. This just sounds like excuses. What I would give to be able to respond all those times she speaks to herself, tell her that I hear her, that I always have. Maybe I should accept that I'll never be able to be the one to give her the relationship she seeks. I am too limited in this. Yet perhaps I can find another. Who, though? For her, they must be perfect. You glance over to the sleeping pair and to the door from which Maya left. Were you the reason they were brought here? Would you ever be able to admit to them that they were potentially brought here to alleviate your loneliness? And what of your captor? From what it seemed, they were desperate to talk to you, so why can't they? What has been holding them back for so long? You pore over the pages until the final entry. Compared to previous, it is beautifully written, cursive scratched into the pages. Okay, if you were to descend into madness, I'd fall with you. Okay, could she say the same? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Your fingers run over the indented text. It was short, but somehow you feel the emotion strongest in this out of all the journal. Perhaps as it is the only one directed to you, as if they knew you'd be the one to read it. They wanted you to be the one to read it. But why now? Why only after all this time? They've been watching you for so long, writing about you for so long, all your little habits, quirks, traits, all the things you said to yourself, all the many wishes you made, all those times you thought you were alone. They were listening and doing what they thought would make you happy. Well, they're the reason I'm here, which is making me not so happy. I think my dad is watching baseball right now. Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets! 1986 can't happen again! But judging by my dad's reaction from the living room, I don't think the game's going too well. You throw the journal into the fireplace. The thought is so terrifying you physically shudder. You're conflicted. You're in two minds about what to even think. You hold the journal to your chest. It's oddly sweet that they care so much. A letter deserves a response. At the end of the journal, you write your thanks. I threw that bitch into the fire. Oh, the music! Ooh, what did I do? Shit. You can't stand the idea that everything you've done so far has been observed, used against you, as if you're an animal in a cage that they are experimenting on. Their twisted affection does nothing but horrify you, and if you could speak to them in person, you'd physically reject it. The closest thing is to destroy the journal. If they're watching you even now, you hope they take the pain of knowing you are not moved by their words, knowing that you feel nothing but disgust. Jesus. You can't help but hope that in its destruction, perhaps you will eventually forget what you've read. Its existence wiped from both reality and memory. As pages burn, ashes flickering from the destructive fire, you can almost swear the fireplace groans. It's been a long time since Maya had gone to check around the house. You'd been able to read the entire journal in that time, yet she hadn't come back to check on you once. Whoops. She's dead. Ooh. Oh, man. Could she have been waiting in the wings to see if you did something? That honestly wouldn't surprise you. That though you don't want to leave Poseidon and Felix to fend for themselves while they sleep, they'd worry so much more if they woke up to find her gone, especially if you couldn't tell them exactly where she was. A candle stolen from the coffee table lights the way before you. The ones that you usually kept lit in the corridor have been suddenly gone out. Maya, can you hear me? Each step you take is a tentative one. You call out in loud whispers, not wanting to miss it if it makes a sound. The fact she doesn't respond and you can hear her kicking up a fuss somewhere means she could have fallen unconscious. And you could only hope that it was from the tiredness. Maya, please make a sound if you can hear me so I know where you are. Oh, that was a door, honey. Or the loudest fart you've ever heard. You nudge a door open with your foot, the long creak causing your heart to still. Perhaps you've been spending too much time with Felix, but you half expected something to jump out of the darkness at you. Maya? You force yourself to lean in some more so the light reaches all corners of the room. You can hear your heart beating loudly against your ribcage. It's empty. What a relief, though you didn't find the one you searched for. You were glad it wasn't something much What? You jumped, your foot physically recoils from what it just touched, and you fall back against the wall gasping for air. You wait for something to move, to attack you, or you to even make a noise, arms raised to defend yourself, but all is still. Too still. It's only when you finally wave the candle over to where you'd stepped do you find one of what you can only presume to be one of the traps, except contrary to expectations, it seems to have coiled in on itself. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's messing with the traps. No. You investigate down the rest of the corridor to find different traps in similar states. A net that had raised to the ceiling, bunched up but empty. A collection of metal hangers that had been bent into a cage had fallen over onto nothing in particular. Each trap you find had been set off, yet not a single one has caught anything, not even a mouse. Maya! You call out louder, no longer caring if you wake the others. Something is wrong.
Get off of me, you wretched thing! I swear I'll...
It's coming from the kitchen. No, stop. No, please. No, someone! Please! Oh, fate has finally decided. Oh, shit! Your feet pounds against the floor, running as fast as you are physically able. Oh, no. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. The screams are covered by a cacophony of noise, crashes and bang in one. The door trembles from the vibrations as you reach it. Who left all the tomatoes out? They all got crushed. You burst, and then the wine? Come on, guys. The entity's not gonna be really happy about cleaning this up. You burst upon pristine chaos. The dirty plates from this morning now lay shattered in fragments on the floor. Yet they still shine. They shine in the candlelight, perfectly clean. The cabinets and tables have collapsed in on one another. A pile of furniture that shouldn't have been close enough to do so. Yet not a single one is damaged. The only stain is the pool of blood that swells at your feet, soaking the edges of your shoes. Maya is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, Maya's long gone. You can tell you're gonna save her, but with all that blood, long gone. I gotta scream. I gotta scream. I would probably be actually having a panic attack here. You don't even realize it's you for a second, not until your throat burns from the pain and you run out of air. It was completely instinctable, a gut reaction from the sheer panic that grips you. Christy, are you okay? Are you hurt? Look what's in front of you. Are you sure you should be asking me that? Poseidon rushes into the kitchen first, hands hovering over your arms as they inspect you, assuming that you were the one hurt after hearing your screams. No, it's not me. I came in and I don't know what happened. I could hear them shouting, and this shouldn't be possible. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Chrissy, take a deep breath. What is it? What happened? Where is Maya? It takes him a second to piece together the situation, but as soon as he does, he runs past you, muttering curses in Spanish, with his hands waving as he joins you in panicking at the sheer amount of blood. We finally just got to bond, bro. Oh my god. Oh, you pulled that fucking card. We have the nice heart-to-heart, and then the next scene, they're fucking gone. It finally dawns. Oh no. Alright. It finally dawns on Poseidon. They look at you with a look of devastation, only taking a second to check you're okay. Before flinging themselves down the side Felix by the pipe. No, for real, Glass. The entity heard me being a hater. It said, I'm gonna match that hater energy, you stupid bitch. It's like, oh, we're gonna have to go in a hater off or something, because what they just did to me, that was cold. That was cold-blooded. Even more cold-blooded than killing Maya in cold blood. Like, I'm sorry. Hey, kill the bitch I was just fighting with. You know what? Hey, that's fucked up. But you know what's beyond comprehension? What is you crossing the line? You taking my internet from me. How dare you? Come on, if we work together, we can get her out. The sooner we react in situations like this, the better. You look down at the crimson puddle. Sure, it is already as bad as it can be. Is there any chance at all that they're okay under there? Felix, on the other hand, doesn't hesitate and does what he can to help Maya. Maya's alive, guys! Maya's actually alive. Maya's in the body of Poseidon. She has claimed their body as her own. Yeah, to help Poseidon lift the larger pieces of furniture. The type of saving Maya's life, for real. It's going to be okay. Hardesty, just hold on, okay. We're coming. Come on, Christy. We need all the help we can get. As Poseidon pleads for help, you pause. If something holds you back, it's a familiar feeling, though you can't place from where. It mixes with your memories, both recent and old.
All I'm saying is, I don't know your circumstances, nor do I really care to hear your life story. But I think you're going to be fine. Whether you're clumsy, annoying, or anything else, just be yourself. You're all right.
She was the first person to say something like that to you, to make you feel seen in a world where you had felt ignored for so long. Yet at the same time, she wasn't the only one who'd been by your side. There's someone who heard you all this time, regardless of your feelings. You couldn't change that undeniable truth. If you were to descend into madness, I'd fall with you. Could they say the same? Could you? Not that being timed, by the way. That's so fucked. I need a hand with this. You try to heave up the china cabinet, heavy from the smashed crockery inside, but it was definitely a two-man job no matter how strong you are. I've got this. Poseidon is by your side in an instant, forcing a smile to reassure you that they've got this, but for the first time, it doesn't meet their eyes. Can I help? Don't worry, I've got this bad boy. They twirl the axe, the one brought down from the attic, and sling it on their shoulder. They seem to adept with the tool, and their confidence fills you with ease, silencing your continued offers. They wield the weapon with ease, taking a few practice swings, wanting to control their strength so they don't accidentally hurt their friend. Once they feel comfortable, it takes them no time to break the cabinet into splintered pieces, fragments kicked to the side as they go. You quickly make yourself useful, joining Felix in throwing the smaller chairs and items across the room, not caring about the damage. Oh, what happened? Nothing to worry about, the axe just broke, but I can do the rest by hand. The axe, having just been in the attic for so long and had been worn away by time, wasn't suited for more rigorous use and had been broken under Poseidon's swinging, cutting their palm and rendering the weapon useless. It's okay, Lori. Just hold on first. You've got to make it for the sequels. Not Lori. Still, they made a huge dent in the pile, with them rejoining you and Felix to throw off the rest. And you each take in turn to speak to Maya in the hopes that they may hear. You make quick work of it. Where's the body? Before everything had been cleared, you had no idea the state you'd find Maya in. Injured, unconscious, a part of you had considered that she might be dead. What you hadn't expected to find was nothing. Well, not quite nothing. The only thing that remains of the feisty woman was the bloody print of their body, the congealing pool of blood, and a pair of diamond earrings. Where is she? She should be there. Christy, where has she gone? They instantly start rummaging through the furniture, making sure they hadn't missed her. They wouldn't be trapped in the cabinets. No, she wasn't trapped in the furniture still. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. She can't have just disappeared. You must have seen something. Remember, Christy, please. I didn't see anything. How do we even know it was her under there? We assumed, but what if it was the captor and Maya's somewhere else? It's her earrings. He holds the diamonds in his hands. The crystal gem stained red in his palms. It was her sister. She never wore any other earrings. She'd have never left them behind. If they were under there, then so was she. Oh no! Felix is crying! Holy shit. It's like when they discovered all the bodies back in Identity. She's gone. Her body is gone. You really have to make a movie reference, dude? Read the room. But where? There's no place for her to have gone. How do you not know, Chrissy? There must have been a secret door or some way out. Are you really going to say you don't know when you lived here so long? Oh my god, did you do it? It's such a cliche. She never trusts you, so you took her out early. His eyes are red from holding back tears, and his expression twists in pain as if he doesn't know whether to shout or cry. What happened, Christy? Were you not keeping watch together? Did you really not see anything? I really didn't see anything. How can you expect us to believe you? Please, just tell us where she is. We'll do anything. You look to Poseidon with a plea that they will spare you some of the kindness they've shown you so far, that they'll clear this up. Tell Felix you'd never do anything like this. But they look away. The betrayal. I don't know what to believe anymore. I just want to find Maya. She must be so scared. I would never hurt her. It's not even physically possible for me to have done this. None of this furniture is in the right place. None of it should have been in the center of the room like this. Tell me how I was supposed to have moved all this furniture and then topple all onto Maya without her stopping me, or at the very least you noticing. The funny thing about grief is all the logic in the world is often not enough to reason with it. They always find a way in the movies. It's a fucking movie, Felix. Who knows what you're capable of? Half of this furniture, we needed 2 people to move it. So sure, I could have done that with the smaller furniture, but the cabinets, I'm not capable of that, Felix. Did you not hear anything? Why weren't you with her? I was with you both. She went off to check that everything was okay, and I stayed behind. She took a while, so I went to check up on her and found her like this. You have to believe me. I can't believe you. Everything I've ever known pointed to being you. Maybe this whole thing about a captor was a lie so you could just trick us.
You will never be able to wash her blood off your hands.
That's eerily similar to what the entity said to me earlier. Oh, fuck, the nightmare again. Dude. Oh, we're gonna end off here, huh? The acrid scent of smoke suddenly overwhelms you. As Felix shakes you with every word, you're reminded of the voice that screamed at you. The door that trembled with their anger. The nightmare that in that moment felt like it was reality. You look at your hands, stained with dried crimson. Were they right all along? I hope not. To be continued! Okay, y'all ate, y'all fucking cooked. Y'all cooked. Props to Glass, Joy, Teeth, October. Let's shout out to October. Shout out to the voice actors. Shout out to to Glass once again. Wow. My gosh. That was wild. I was not expecting that. Holy shit. Alright, Glass, let me hit you about that drawing. Oh, candy! Oh, fucking yeah. Thanks for playing. Thanks for traumatizing me.